And good afternoon. As we track the weather, we've had a series of technical difficulties that kept us off for just a moment. We're back now as we go to radar. We do have serious weather moving to the area this afternoon. As we pull this up, here we go. We have several tornado warnings that have been issued. As we go to our left here, Ron, you were telling me that the volunteer fire department...
They were reporting Hickory Fire Department was tracking the storm there in Newton County, which is
right there. All right. Let's zoom in this. We also got a tornado warning for Clark County. We also have a tornado warning for Jasper County. Let's zoom in and get on this and get to the nitty-gritty of what is happening here. We have this at a 7.6, and as I've often told you, when we have tornadic activity, when you cross over 7, you have a very, very high chance of a tornado that could touch down. We are at that level. Let's look at where we are. We've got 2 cells with this. The wind shear with this, Ryan, is running 81 miles an hour. This is just north of Hickory. Let's pull on our locations of what we've got here. This is just due north. Here is the Red Goat store. We go just due north of there. We have 2 different cells that are making its way across the county. Both of these are tracking with a 7.6 with 81 mile an hour wind speed with it, shear winds in the air. Now, I don't want to alarm you and say this is on the ground. That is not the case, but this is radar indicated. We have had reports that the fire department may have had a visual on this. So let's go in and let's start looking at roads here for what to be concerned with, and then we'll do a quick check of Clark County. We'll go down and take a look there to let you know what's happening. All right, here is County Road 503. Let's go due east of there. As we come across, right there, that is Streetback Road. It's going to be to the northeast of there, sort of out in the pine trees. Now, this is heading due northeasterly, and it's going to cross Hickory Little Rock Road is where this is headed. Do you live there? If you live in that area, seek shelter immediately. Lebanon Church, if you're in that area of the Newton County, please seek shelter now. Anywhere along Highway 503, we're watching this very carefully. As we look back at this, as we've talked about this, both of these, you have a leading storm edge and a second one running at 81. Both of them are running at 81. And they are almost identically headed toward this Johnson Cemetery, Oakland Church area, Shady Grove Church. If you live in that neighborhood, you don't need to waste any time. Get away from windows. If you're in a mobile home, you need to get out of that.
We just got a tornado warning bounced for Kemper and Lauderdale till 1:45.
All right, let's back out and look at this. Let's turn off our locations, and we sure do. Lauderdale County, you now join the party of what we've got. This is going to stretch, and this is running a little bit earlier than what we thought. We originally thought this storm was going to come in around 2 o'clock this afternoon. It is way ahead of schedule of building. Let's look at what we've got. Lauderdale County, Clark County, the storm has not reached you yet. You are under a tornado warning until 1:30 this afternoon. As we look at this, seek shelter now. It hasn't reached you. It's coming out of the eastern side of Jasper County into you. As we move up, this storm that is over here in Hickory is what is firing off here for Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County, as we look at this, is going to be under the tornado warning until 1:45. Let's see what the National Weather Service tells us about this. Now, let me check in and see if we need to get the television to join us as well.
Yeah, it looks like that warning storm is headed in the northeasterly direction at about 30 miles per hour. It's going to be headed towards into Lauderdale County. It's going to be headed towards Collinsville, Martin.
Right.
Right under P's and Q's. That'll be pretty quick.
You ever had one of those where you just can't find something that you need to?
On the day.
It is happening now as we track these tornadoes this afternoon. Tornado, Lauderdale County. Here we go. All right, let's look at what the National Weather Service is telling us with this. The tornado was located southwestern of Kemper County in east central Mississippi, northern Lauderdale County until 1:45 at 12:39 just a few moments ago. A confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado was located 7 miles west of Meehan, or 10 miles east of Newton, and is traveling roughly at 30 miles an hour. And as we've talked about this, this storm is going to cut across this northeastern portion here. Trying to stay on top of everything. of what we have going on here. Newton County right now is our big concern. If you live in western Lauderdale County, pay attention to this and be ready for action any moment now. What we have, though, Newton County, let's follow this. This starts down, and it's a northeasterly turn as you look at this coming across here. Right there. Let's zoom in. Hickory is just due north of you, right across the I-20 line as we look at this. As it moves across, we've got 3 different cells now. If you're living in Newton County, Decatur is going to be just east of you. Now, Decatur, you are under a warned area as we look at this map. You're in it. But it's just due east of there as we follow this storm as it heads toward Kemper County. Let's look at the wind speeds of this. Still chugging along. As we look at this in the air, it's going to have 81 mile an hour shear winds with that. Okay, what did we just get here? That's not yet. No, this is all right. Here's what we do. Let's turn on our locations. We had some people wanting to know if the area that they were in, if they needed to seek shelter in northwestern Lauderdale County, out in the Bailey area. It is not there, so it is not. It was not going to affect the location that they wanted to go. All right, as we look at this, let me get back sidetracked of what we were looking at. Highway 494, Lauderdale County. Be prepared if you are out anywhere near Freeman Tractor. The storm is headed in that direction. I know many times that we've had damage on 494 with trees all along their very rural route. Pay attention, get to a safe place now. The entire warned area, what we're looking at, this is going to go just south of Meehan. Right there at the volunteer fire department. It cuts northeasterly right at Walmart. It goes across, takes into where the church is on North Hill Street. If you were there, Northcrest Baptist Church, it cuts right there, right across by Lamar School, right through Marion. Takes in the Ralph Morgan Rodeo, goes into southern Kemper County, taking in the 493 area there where the coal plant is, and also where the Damascus Fire Department is. All of that area, Blackwater, you are under this tornado warning as we watch this. Now, let's go down here. This is coming across, and it's a very strong storm. Have we got any more updates, Ryan, on any damage or anything else that has been spotted?
Not at this time.
Okay, let's look at our shear winds. We're getting a lot of winds with this. Again, this is just due north right here. Here's the red goat. We have 70 mile an hour gust with this right here. Now, I can't promise you anything, but if you live in this area, let's look at this. Let's look at the road that it's on as we come across. Usually, this is going to be Hickory, Little Rock Road right there. In that area, when we get these types of shear winds, we do have some form of damage of power lines and trees and that type of damage. If you're there, don't wait. Go now to your safe place. Let me back out and let's look at this on a local level. Let me get this pulled up so we can check the power grid of what is going on in the area. Like I said earlier, we suffered a major hit of some sort a while ago. Things went haywire. We couldn't get cameras to work. It was an electrical shock. We're back. Now, let's go back in now and look at what we've got. A lot of people without power now. This shows that we have had damage of some sort with, I can't get that can't get the word out. Here's what we got. Delville, Kemper County area, lots of power there, out. This is going to go just due north of Delville into Kemper County, south of DeKalb as it makes its way through their Oak Grove community. A lot of power outages right in there, about 582 people without power right now as we look at that. All right, let's go back across and let's go back to our map of what we got. This is quickly moving toward this northwest corner of Lauderdale County. Do you live anywhere near West Lauderdale High School? Do you live around the Piggly Wiggly Joe? If y'all are watching out there in that area, take your time, go ahead and get to your safe place. We're too close here at Collinsville. Tyson, if you're watching there, over at the clinic with the pups, y'all get to any of the churches, Collinsville Baptist. Y'all seek shelter now. We want you to be safe. Now, this is headed, some of this, and it's Mother Nature. Right as it comes across here, all this area will be affected up by Battlefield. Well, there's a lot of people that watch us in the Battlefield area. I don't want you to wait. Move now and get to your safe place also. Shay.
We're seeing lots of reports.
All right, let's give a clue. We got let's join now. Fox 30 Meridian joins us live for coverage now. We'll give it a count of 3. And welcome. If you're just joining us now through television, we're interrupting your Wednesday afternoon for tornadic activity. We have several tornadoes that have been issued in the area. Let's back out. Lauderdale County is under a tornado warning. Kemper County is under a tornado warning until 1:45. We've had a very serious storm here in Newton County that has produced a tornado that is moving toward Lauderdale and Kemper, possibly causing damage. We go south of here. All our friends in Clark County that are watching, you have a tornado warning. It has not entered the county yet. We're focusing more on Jasper County. And Ryan, as we look at this picture, this ain't over. As we see here, we've got more coming. Once this passes, there's more behind it. We could have a very long and dangerous afternoon as we look at this right here, Heidelberg area. Now, let's turn on this. If you live at Lake Edens, y'all be prepared. This is coming in your direction. Lake Edens, seek shelter now in that area. As we go up, this is going to be Paulding. They're at the courthouse in Jasper County. If you live there, take shelter. This will make its way toward Enterprise. It has not gotten there, but go ahead. If you're in Enterprise, you got extra time now. Stonewall, just to the west there, the Co-op in Quitman. Y'all are under this also. This will go all the way up to the Clarkdale Super Red, right there. Next to the Clarkdale High School. Y'all be prepared, be ready for this storm also as it comes across. Now, this storm doesn't have the intensity of the tornado warning that we're tracking here in Newton County. I use a lot of times I'll use layman terms, and it's atrocious. Let me just go ahead and say it that way. Our winds with this storm as it is nearing Lauderdale County, this one here is decreased to 58 miles an hour. Look at that. Right there. Let's zoom in on this and see what road we're on so you'll know if you're near this close to you. Here's Chunky Duffy Road here to the east. This is sitting right on top of Center Ridge Road is where this storm is now. Do you live in that community? Do you live on that road? Do you live a few blocks away from there? Maybe you live maybe a couple of miles. Get to your shelter now. Those are the areas that we want to remind you of how far it is. Let's do this and show you just how far this is from Lauderdale County through the pine trees. That is 4.9 miles. Let's call it 5 miles to reaching Lauderdale County. It is 6.3 miles. Let's look at this right there to the fire department. Let me go up here to reaching Kemper County. It's 12 miles is what we've got. That's not far through the air at all. This could be there in no time flat. Let me turn that off and go here and clear that out so we can go back and look at more of these storms. Now, the watch box area, if you'll notice this, now Jasper County, you have 2 tornado warnings. Yeah, that's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've got about 20 tornado warnings in the state at this time.
Whoa, Ryan, that's a lot there. Look at this. Let's turn this off and show everybody what is going on. Here's Meridian, Mississippi, Lauderdale County. Look back here, what's coming at us. There is nothing but tornado warnings all the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana to where we are. Let's hope, let's pray, and I just broke my glasses. It'll be okay. That these stay in the air and they don't touch down. If you've got a friend, if you're watching me now and you've never seen this before, share this so others are able to know what's going on in their area. Let's go ahead and zoom back in and start what we've got. Tornadoes all around Laurel, Mississippi. Collins, Mississippi has a tornado warning. Sandersville. Now, as we mentioned, these areas here around Stonewall, it's not to you yet. Heidelberg is ferocious right now. Lightning, storms. To the west of Montrose, Raleigh, Mississippi. Right there, Silverina, Taylorsville. That's to the south of us. Y'all are under the gun on this. Now we get into Newton County. Let's go back to our locations and look at what's going on in Lauderdale County. This storm is on you at this point. It's stretching back. It's huge. It's kind of hovering over both counties. Let's pick up where this begins. From downtown Newton here at the high school, this will cut across, taking in Walmart, where our friends are at Myers Processing. It's pouring rain there as you pull into their driveway. This will stretch over past the Red Goat and, of course, past the Veteran Cemetery. Turkey Creek Water Park. You live in that area. You can't hardly see. The further northeast, here's Decatur. Here's the high school. To the northeast of the high school, out through the pine trees, we go east. Let's look at this. Let's find this road here, what we've got here. Here's Mount Carmel Cemetery. We've got Shady Grove Church, Oakland Church. And let's look at this road right here. This is going to be Center Ridge. We've mentioned it several times. It is some ferocious weather through there. Very easily, we could have some damage done to some trees, pine trees, as we know they go through there.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be bearing down on Martin very soon, the Martin community in Lauderdale County, north of Shucktown area. Blackwater, you'll be looking ahead here shortly.
Yeah, and as we look at that, Cicalina, Bailey, yeah, that's going to cut right in those areas there. All right. The question that I got a moment ago, before the storm had gotten there, now, as we bring this up and this sort of change paths and you're watching this, are you in northern Lauderdale County? Let's go to your safe place. Piggly Wiggly, these areas there in Collinsville, you are not out of the woodwork yet. Let's go all the way down to Walmart, up Highway 19. You need to clear out of your places and go to a safe place. This goes all around West Lauderdale School Road. There's a lot of people that live in this area right through here. Chet, over at Chet's Paint and Body there, where the store is and the curve, out to West Lauderdale Elementary. Justin, if you're watching in that area up here before you get to the Kemper County line, y'all need to get out of the shop. Y'all need to seek shelter. Do you live around Lake Okeechobee? Get to your safe place now. This goes down again to Marion there at the Lauderdale, right across the soccer complex where Barham Funeral Home is. Do y'all know where the soccer complex on the right is there? One of those places you probably know, North Park Church, that is included in our area here. Now, as we get to Battlefield, and as I mentioned, Battlefield before, straight out of Collinsville, Highway 19, as you get to that Newton, Neshoba County line, it's horrendous right now with the amount of coverage of bad weather that is rolling through there. This stretches back on down here to Lazy Boy. Look at that. Now, let's look at what we've got here. As we mentioned, Bailey, we got another storm in this tornado that is coming from Lake Edens. Let's look.
There's another one south of Chunky, Scotty Ray. It's going to be headed towards the Pine Springs community. Bailey, you may have already covered that.
We can't go over it enough. We won't everyone. We repeat sometimes.
So it's we've got multiple storms coming in the same direction, so everybody needs to have their head on the swivel. There's a storm south of Rose Hill. It's coming up this same track through Lauderdale County when it gets in there.
There you go. Now, if you see these storm tracks, let's talk about this. This downgraded, this one was a tad, and when I say tad, it was 0.6 bigger. This storm that we're looking at right here, just due north of Lake Edens, is clocking in at a 7. I want to pay very close attention to this. As I've often, that's kind of like my magic number. It's not saying that tornadoes below that number can't do damage, but in my years of sitting behind this desk looking at this, usually that 7 is that magic number where things get really, really bad, and that's where we are. So the community of Fellowship, Meehan, Savoy, if you live in Graham, you're 30 minutes out in Graham. I don't want you to wait. I want you to go now to your safe places. We look at all of this as it comes in. Now, as it comes across here, do y'all see Stuckey's Bridge? Going to be a bad area right there. Also, Dunn's Fall. It's coming into the county there from Jasper County, making northeasterly. What does that tell us? It's going to go right through here where the jail is. If you're an administrative person that works for the jail there in Lost Gap, go ahead, get your people and the people that are there to safety to be ahead of this. Now, that is not in the warned area right now, but it's not worth risking this not going under. We just want to play it safe. That's the best way I know to word that. As we go northward here, and again, Newton County, y'all are got several issues going on here. Union, Mississippi, you are under a tornado watch there. If you'll look at that in that watch box area there, as we come up, the heavy, heavy rain. All right, Newton, Union is not. I made a mistake on that. I looked at the wrong side of the line of that. We've got a tornado warning just south of there and just east of there at this point. Let me back out and make sure that nothing has changed on that, Ryan, of what we've got. It cuts right across just south of Union is where that is. Decatur, you're still in this tornado warning as we look at this. Yeah, I would. So, yeah, it's to that point of moving everybody. And again, as you're watching us, this is live, and then we cover situations live as they come about. As I constantly have somebody wanting to know what do I need to do where I go. Bailey area, if you're in the Center Hill area, up by Dollar General, get to your safe zone now. Enterprise, we don't we see this now. This is coming from, let's zoom in this. Enterprise Stonewall, I've been talking to y'all about, it wasn't there yet, but you had time. Time is running out as we look at this. Here's this tornado that is tracking in that direction. It is rated at a 7. We have shear winds with this as it comes across. Let's look where it is. Pachuta is in line for it first. It's going to split the eye of it. Now, when we say the eye of it, it can spawn off east or west of where the center of this thing is. But it is on a path to go directly through Pachuta, right through Enterprise. And what does that mean? Clarkdale area is right after that. Do y'all see that? Headed in that direction. So if you're watching me, Enterprise, Clarkdale, don't wait around. There is no warning right here yet, but let's be safe. Let's go ahead and get to our place because I see more of this coming. Let's get back into northern Lauderdale County, Ryan, of what we're seeing here.
This the storm, I believe the one that's warned out of Clark County that goes into Jasper. It's going to take a track. It's going to run parallel to the one that came out of Newton, run through the Graham community, Pine Springs, Nellyburg, Bailey, Lizalia eventually. So these folks are fixing to get hammered.
And that's right up to that path there. Y'all see all of this? Let me check my messages here of people that we have. I just got word. Eric sent me a message. He has lots of trees down at I-20 at the Red Goat. If y'all know where that is, that's also going to be near where Rose Mobile Homes is, there where Hickory Picking is. Trees are down, so we do have damage of some sort there.
Yeah, we did see that I-20 is blocked in several places from the storms that went across there. Farther south, this may not affect us, but here, rotating wall cloud has been spotted in the Laurel area of Jones County. So this is a very serious situation here this afternoon.
It is, and let's focus in on our friends at West Lauderdale. We've had so many reports of the very serious, as we talked about here. Let me pull this back up where we can show it, where we just got, so you get a bird's eye view of what I just talked about. Right here on I-20 at the Red Goat is where the trees were down. This cell has moved northeasterly across here, as we mentioned these roads there, and it is sitting right at Collinsville, just past the four-way now out to where the high school is. Do you live in that area? Do you live on the western side of Highway 494, Chamberville, those areas there, taking a pounding? We want everybody safe. I know I always say it sounds corny, but if you've got a football helmet, you've got a motorcycle helmet, put that on your head right now. If you only got one, you got a kid, put it on the kid. Make sure that they're safe. Put on your hard sole shoes in case your home was hit and you had to walk across debris with nails. We don't want you hurt. There have been so many of these that have come through and done so much damage in the past. This is our second season of tornado, and boy, it sure is showing out this afternoon. Now, let's look at Kemper County here at this Lauderdale County line. Let's follow this from Newton County across as we look here. Let's look at Highway 494. Right here sits the Little Rock Post Office. You'll go probably about 3 miles, and from there all the way to Lauderdale County, it's going to be virtually where you can't see to Duffy, there at the Volunteer Fire Department. I'm sure that there's some guys standing around now at the Volunteer Fire Department on go when this storm loosens to where they can get out and go help the community. As we go a little bit further in, again, that's Battlefield right there at the county line. Look at that. This is Chunky Duffy Road. You can't see to drive on that road right now. It's that rough. The storm is just to the west of, again, where Freeman Tractor is. Let's zoom in on Highway 19 and see where we are. Rain starts picking up as we look here at Wildcat Road. When you get to the second entrance to Wildcat Road, Fire Tower Road, is where the intensity gets worse. Mount Pleasant Ridge Church, Pleasant Ridge Road. Look at that. Now, this is going to go northward as we follow Highway 19 out of Lauderdale County. All of these areas, just look at these roads. Old Highway 19 North, Rocky Ridge. I've been on that road many, many times. That is under the gun now as this comes across. As we go northward, starting to show a little breaking up there above Chet's. As you get to West Lauderdale Elementary, the rain is going to end just on the other side of that. It's going to end just past the high school, right before you get to the four-way stop there at Martin Center Hill Road. All of this area northward is hovering and riding Highway 491. It's right on the outskirts of 491. But Kemper County has got this coming in, and it has reached now to 495. Hasn't quite made it to the Volunteer Fire Department at Damascus, but y'all will get this storm. all of this northwestern corner here of Lauderdale County, get to your place. Now, I think we need to go back south and take a look at what we've got going on down here.
Yeah, the National Weather Service did choose to continue the storm warning for Clark, Jones, and Jasper until 1:30. So about 28 more minutes left on that warning. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that was located over the Barnett community, 413 miles west of Quitman, moving northeast at 30.
All right, I need to bring this up also. I just got a text. We've got a wreck on I-59 as we talked about that road being dangerous. I-59-20, the westbound lane just past the airport exit. Traffic is backed up past the bakery. That's a long stretch here down the road of I-20. The wreck right along in there is stretching back.
They might as well get off the co-op and spend any time there.
Yeah, and drop in and visit with Steve, see what he's got to say to you today. I'm sure he's got, I always ask chicken questions when I'm in there.
Or the turn seed and rat bait.
That's right. Now, Dunn's Falls. Now, if you'll notice, this tornado warning that we've got in Clark County does hover, and it really does go into Lauderdale County. It's very faintly. If you're watching me there at Mathis Peaches, you are in the tornado warning. Now, it's due west of you. I'm not going to make this up to be it's way away from you, but it does go over to there. Our concern here is the Enterprise area, the northwest corner of Clark County, as we go right across the line to Dunn's Fall. Do you live on Dunn's Fall Road? You need to seek your shelter now there. Zion Hill Church, that is under the gun also. County Road 375 in Clark County, and this Enterprise Chunky Road, all of that, still very dangerous. Now, this is where Chunky Bridge is, the Chunky River. It's just to the east of there.
I want to interrupt. National Weather Service indicates they're going to continue the tornado warning for Kemper and Lauderdale until 1:45. Thunderstorm containing a tornado was located near Martin, 12 miles northwest of Meridian, moving northeast at 30. So that storm is still there and still holding together.
That's strong. Now, let's do this, Ryan. I want to go back and let me switch to camera here real quick. And again, I apologize. Cameras are kind of crazy this afternoon because it's not working the way it should. And I want to update and go back to EMPA and see what they have. We've got a few more people. They've been working on this to get the power restored. They've gotten that area there in Kemper County taken care of. We're going to go over here. This is what we want to watch. Let me pull this up right there. Do y'all see this? This is most likely a damaged area. Let me put my specs back on as we look at this. That is going to be Chunky Duffy Road. Right there, we got power out where it joins into Blue Springs Road. The odds of something happening there are pretty high, somewhere along in this area there with this power out. Something caused the issue to happen there. So we watch that. Now let me back out and let's check all of our counties here. I got another button I want to go over and hit and take a look at the entire state of Mississippi of what I might be missing here. Let's all right.
While you're looking, I'm seeing questions about Tombstone or Russell. I think these storms are all going to be going north of that, so it should be good. You may have some rain, but I don't think the dangerous part's going to be near you.
Altogether, Kemper County has been taking a beat. Look at that. We're looking at 577 people in Kemper County without power. We have Newton County, roughly right at 1,000 people that are out without power. It tells us we've had some strong storms go through there. Lauderdale, we've only got 5 people right now. That's not bad. Clark County, 0. You're still holding together. And if you'll see here, we got issues over here on the north side of the western side of the county as we look at that. Now, let's go back to radar. You can't let a good storm go to waste here without you knowing where it is and what's going on because it matters to you. We have 2 cells that we want to look at that are in Clark County making their way to Lauderdale County. Let me make sure I hadn't missed something here. Okay.
Yeah, I see the discussion about the storm sirens. I feel like this comes up every time. But Lauderdale County, where their civil defense sirens work, there's no way to localize where those sirens are going off. So Lauderdale's probably hearing them right now for the storms that's going through the northwest part of county. But everybody needs to be paying attention and know where you are and know where these storms are. We appreciate y'all following us this afternoon.
Absolutely. I just learned another no-no of our issue that we had. I don't need to hit that black screen again. Audio went wild on that, so we'll stay away from that camera. It's got a problem. All right, let's look at what we've got, Ron. Let's go here. Stuckey's Bridge. Y'all paying attention there? We got a storm coming from Clark County that is headed in that direction. It will be at Graham in 15 minutes. We'll be at Sterling in 15 minutes. Lost Gap, you will have the storm in 16 minutes. All this area in between Stuckey's Bridge and over to Dunn's Fall is just very, very bad. Enterprise, you have another storm that is headed in your direction. It is sitting right now on top of Lake Edens. We've talked about Lake Edens several times this afternoon. It is going to cross over Lake Edens and make its way directly to Enterprise. Just shy, here's the cemetery as we look at this. Right there. That's going to be the Pine Hill Cemetery. It's going to go just barely west. As you'll see, we've got Long's Fish Camp sitting there. We've got Piggly Wiggly, downtown Stonewall. It's going to go just west of there and cross over.
Cody's reporting visual rotation between Collinsville and Martin. This is not on the ground. It's in the sky, but there is rotation that you probably see there on that radar.
This is what we're talking about right in here. And that's coming from our friends at Lima this afternoon. Let me see if I got any more. And, I was checking the...
For instance, south, we're seeing a lot of action. We've got some funnel clouds popped up. So, see Rick Gardner posting about the Martin community, so they're getting pounded. That's that fully lines up with what we're seeing on the radar here.
Absolutely. Now, southern Lauderdale County, as we have the rotation right here in the West Lauderdale area, we've got another round of this coming toward the southern, and I do expect something to go on here as this comes up. Now, I can't speak for the National Weather Service. We have to just watch this and see if they choose to extend this. But right behind this, y'all look. Laurel, Mississippi, a tornado warning headed that same direction. We have another one here in Collins, Mississippi, that has sheer winds of 70 miles an hour, rating at a 7.2. It is on path to head toward Newton and into Chunky and into Lauderdale County. Very serious weather. This is some of the worst that we've had in quite some time, Ron.
Yes, this is pretty serious.
Now,
Pretty serious.
I don't want to panic anyone by any means, but we all know that sometimes storms will follow the same paths that they do in the past. And I say that in talking about this area around Clarkdale Enterprise. If you've ever had damage before in that area, let's go ahead. You get out of where you are, get to a safe place. Do you have a storm shelter? I have several great folks that sell them, that advertise with us. Give them a call. They'll get you one there, and you won't have to worry about this anymore. Safety is very, very important. They're affordable as well. I'll be glad to tell you more about that. Again, that rotation. What did Odie tell us in this area here?
Just got some rotation in the clouds, nothing on the ground from the Martin area.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I need to connect a phone in case we need to throw somebody on the air. When I stepped away, it sort of threw that off a minute ago, and I got to find a signal here.
Just looking back at the National Weather Service, noticed somebody asking about one. Trying to keep up with your comments there. It's a little overwhelming, but we're doing our best. There is a tornado warning that has just been issued for Jones County in the Macedonia area for Petal. So it is plenty to see, plenty going on. But as Scotty was saying, y'all be getting your safe place. Away from windows, middle part of your home.
Absolutely. Pachuta. I'm sure we've got Clark Countyans' attention at this point. Two areas of interest from Quitman. Let's look at our locations there of what we've got here in Quitman. Let's go right there. That's going to be Archusa. West of there, downtown, all that area is still under a tornado watch. Again, it's not as bad there in the city of Quitman. You have to focus on Lake Edens, 59 area, all the way through here in Pachuta. That is one of the biggest storm systems we've got, with more coming in that direction down here as it will cross out of Jasper and right on into there. That's what the path that's going to take. You see here, we just had another message. Yes. I just had, we'll be joining WMOX radio here in just a second. They wanted to know if they could pick up the coverage of what we're doing, and absolutely.
See the question about anything on the ground in Laurel. To our knowledge, I haven't seen anything on the ground.
We have not. Well, let's take that back and see what this has. There was a funnel cloud spotted, possibly a wall cloud near New Hebron is where that was. That's we did have that reported. That was at it's been an hour ago since that was reported. All right, let's look at Clark County again, Ron. As we come across this, Heidelberg, you've got a storm that's going to be at you in 9 minutes. This will cross on over to Volsburg in 19 minutes. Nancy, 24 minutes. Pachuta, you have another storm in a half an hour. If y'all will see this gray shaded area, and I know that there's a lot of colors on the screen because it's so active. Let's zoom in on this. Right there, if you're looking at your phone, that gray area, it's 30 minutes from the center of this storm of where it's headed. So sitting right here at Harmony, that storm is going to be on you in 30 minutes. You're at the tail end of that. All right, Piggly Wiggly. Y'all pay attention. This is a tornado warning. We have a storm that is headed toward downtown Stonewall in that area. Again, the rating on this, not as high as what we've seen, is down at a 4, but we cannot take this too serious. We've got storms everywhere, and they can gain just like that and harm somebody. We want you to be aware of this. Stonewall, it will be there in 8 minutes. If you live in Stonewall, you have time to go to your safe place, hunker down, as the old term goes. You ever use that word? It's fun. Yeah, use it anytime you can. Hunkering. It keeps you safe, folks.
Especially around the suits, I'll say.
Absolutely. Now, this will go up, and again, right up to Mathis Peaches. Now, there's no threat at the moment at Mathis Peaches, but if you'll see here, this is going to go straight up that way toward Clarkdale. Greg, are you watching me there? Greg's Fireworks. He's a busy man out there as they're getting ready for fireworks season. Storms are coming that way. It's going to go from there right on over toward Long Creek Ball Field. So we bring up these areas past the warned area to be ready for what's coming following this. All right, let's see here. We had a question about the naval base. The naval base is in this. If you'll see this, let's zoom in. This goes right over to the Ralph Morgan Rodeo. Now, right now, there's nothing at the naval base, but you are in the warned area. We're focusing on this area here where Odie told us where they were seeing some rotation in the clouds in the West Lauderdale area, and that's going to be just due north of West Lauderdale High School. Here's Oak Tibby. It's north of there. If you're traveling to Philadelphia out of Collinsville, we're sitting here at the four-way stop. To your left, you can see the pig down there. You might want a Subway while you're sitting there looking at the gas station. You go through that, up about where the church is, where Faith is. Let me back up on that, of Collinsville Baptist. About right there is where the intensity is going to pick up. Wildcat Road, you're getting dumped on with this rain. And this follows all the way into Kemper County. Look at that. There's Wildcat Road. All the way. 19 not safe to drive right now. Is there a tornado on the ground? No, but you can't see where you're going. It's raining so hard. We don't want you in that if you don't have to be.
Yeah, the meteorologists in National Weather Service were talking about these storms coming into these areas and sucking this fog up, making it very difficult to see these storms for rotation.
And we have to say, and I want to pat a lot of people on the back here. There was a lot of people that went ahead and closed their business for the afternoon, thinking ahead of things. And fortunately, there's no trouble there. Y'all are safe, and I want to say thank you for taking that extra step there and thinking about your employees and family members there. Now, let's go up here. Let's dive back in here. This is going to be the Center Hill area. I would say the worst of it is just north of there. If you follow this, Chet, you're getting rain again. But the storm activity is going to be right up here in this western corner, just due east of Highway 19.
Lima's reporting a possible tornado in
all right, let's get on that. Let me see here if I can find. Let me make sure that I've got my
Bird Dorner Road area, West Lauderdale School, North of Oak Tibby Reservoir. Be in your safe place.
For some reason, I got to hold this down again and get my phone connected. We're going to try here in a minute to get in touch with Lima to have them live with us, and I hope that'll work. I'm gonna see if I can't get this connected. I'm gonna hold it a little bit longer. I thought I had it, and it just didn't want to act right for me. These are our areas What now? It's not. How about now? I think we got it now. I think we're back up and rolling on that end. All right. Ron, you need to talk for those young ladies.
Weather Services aware of that storm that Lehman's reporting a possible tornado in Martin community near Bird Dorner, there north of Oak Titty Reservoir.
All right, let me send a text and see if we can get them to join us live and tell us a little bit more. All right, let me see here so I'll be able to hear. And again, my apologies. We're doing this as we're live, and it's the quickest way we can do this to get safety to you. All right.
All because of hunkering.
Everybody's hunkering down.
We're getting reports of a car accident, Highway 19 North area. So unless you have to be out, don't be on the roads. It's making it more difficult for volunteers. They can't get out until it's safe to do so. So
right.
Myself and everyone else headed to stay at home.
All right, we're gonna. I didn't get an answer on that, but we're gonna take a wild guess and go for this and see if we can get them to join us live on the scene. All right, let me do a phone call here.
So that accident's going to be near J&J Construction, just north of Collinsville First Baptist Church. Got a vehicle versus a telephone pole.
Ooh, that's bad. Let's see here. All right, let's see if we got all of that on. I think we do. Let's see. Odie, can you hear me, Odie? I'm having an issue there. It's not working for whatever reason. I can't hear him. How about there? Nope. Yep, it didn't work. So we'll just tootle along. Whatever happened to us earlier when we were hit by whatever it was, it knocked a few things out. So it is what it is, and my apologies as we go along and we do the best of what we got at the moment. All right, let's go back to radar. We've got several tornadoes that are still in effect for Lauderdale County and our areas that we're watching very closely this afternoon. All right, let's start at the bottom. We do see that we have more storms that are approaching from the Laurel Jones area. We come in, this is hovering right here by Stonewall. Y'all see that? Right in that area there. We're going to have some. All right, as we go northward into Lauderdale County, here's our second tornado warning that we have here. Now, if I'm looking at this right, they just updated this into Kemper County.
I'm seeing reports of non-confirmed reports, something on the ground in Martin. We've checked it out with a couple of reliable sources, and we're not getting that same information. So until we get it verified, we will not report that. But definitely a storm with rotation went through Martin, Bird Dorner Road area, and is lifting into Kemper. It does look like tornado warning for Lauderdale has been canceled, and the one for Kemper is still in play.
Yeah, that is what we were looking at there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to roll on in what we do with this. All right, as we look at this, Kemper County, this is just north of here, which means the storm is still pretty potent coming out of Lauderdale into Kemper County. Let's turn on our locations and look at what we've got here. Now, folks that live in Lauderdale County, Ryan, it is still cutting a rug there at West Lauderdale Elementary, all around here, 494. Now, could have something gone on in this area? It absolutely could have. If you're in that area, you see something, you hear something, please let us know. All right, let's zoom in on here. Now, we had some questions about Bird Dorner Road. That would be right along in there as we come across here, and we come across Bird Dorner Road. Right there is where Bird Dorner Road is. It's raining on it at this point, very heavy rain, but the warned area now has been canceled where Bird Dorner Road is, if you wanted to know that, if you're in that area. Let's go north and hop into Kemper County. We still have this Damascus. We go over to right here at Blackwater Baptist in this area also, just shy of reaching up and making its way to the Chicken Shack on Highway 45. It ain't made it there yet. It's a little shy of that area. Let's go south and go back down and check on our friends here in Clark County of what we've got. You got something, Ron?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. The Pachuta area getting a lot of rain as we have this here Stonewall Enterprise. Pachuta is going to be our worst of areas that we have right now. Stonewall, we have a lot of lightning happening in those areas as we look at this. I just got a message. Let's make sure. I got something over here that, wait. Let me check a wire here. Make sure something didn't get undone.
Time you go to check something, that means I gotta stop.
Yeah, I think, where is my,
But it does look like National Weather Services, they are canceling some tornado warnings. It is still a very active weather afternoon for us here. Our southwest in Jefferson, Davis, those things will eventually move to the northeast. So we've always got to look behind us to see what's coming next.
yeah, I've got a major little mess up over here after that. And I apologize. I'm not going to be able to fix this. There's just no other way to word that. Let's just forget it and go on. I cannot do 6 things at one time. All right, let's get back to business of what we do know, and we do know how radar works and what we've got showing here. All right, let's look down at Clark County. Am I right, Ryan, that they have canceled this one for? No, they have not. Clark County still under a tornado warning. Right, that's not quite showing up correctly, but this is still a warned area. Let's reboot here. Yeah, we're still under this tornado warning here as we go into right along here in Stonewall, all of this area here. We've got very heavy rain, and it's been there. We're getting mounds of rain. Probably a couple of inches have fallen in those areas. Now, if you'll notice here, we've got more of this coming back behind Ellisville, Laurel, Heidelberg, those areas there, and it will make its way also its push into Clark County, which will then eventually make its way to Lauderdale County. The good news is northern portion of Lauderdale County has expired. If you live there, you're okay. We want everybody on their tippy toes that lives in the southern portion of Lauderdale County. If you live in that area, pay close attention. All right.
As we're getting reports, interstate traffic is continuing to back up farther and farther from that accident we reported earlier. That is to be expected. Somebody's asking about emergency vehicles headed north. They're headed to an accident up 19 around J&J Construction.
All right. And exactly where was that wreck?
It's near J&J Construction. It's not Collinsville Martin Road.
Okay. All right. She doesn't have an idea either on that. No. All right, Clarkdale area at this point in time, right here, is not under a tornado warning, but just across the line, it is for you. We want to remind you of that, of how that works in those areas right there. We've got a bunch of rain still falling down in the area there at Stonewall. Look at this, downtown Stonewall. Let's zoom in on this. Let's get closer so you can see what we've got here. This is Highway 513. This is going to go from the Chickasahee River all the way over to Moore Road. Our areas there at Carolyn Avenue, River Road, all of that is dumping rain. If you're in that area, that's the worst of what we got in Clark County right now. We see that Highway 45 getting a lot of rain now. It moves northward on that. still there as we go up here. Kemper County, as we look at this, we're getting a flood warning in Neshoba County. As we look at that, we will pull that up. What we're showing there is a aerial flood watch in that area up by the Coliseum. All this area is starting to lighten up what we see here right around Damascus. And we go east over the power plant, heavy rain. It is making its way. Now, here's Sam Dale at the monument. That rain is moving across from this West Lauderdale area. If you've got a rain gauge, you're going to be shocked as to how much rain you've gotten there in the northwest corner of Lauderdale County into Kemper there. It's a lot. Tons of it. Now, downtown Meridian, as we look at this, this is messy of what the Meridian Police Department is having to work with on I-20. It's a lot of traffic. It's backing up because that road is slick. And look at this, as more heavy rains come down as they try to clean up the incident that we've got there on the interstate.
I see reports of there's more than one accident on I-20. Reported multiple vehicles, multiple accidents. 153, I see Danny Todd reporting several others.
Right. Let me check with the Meridian Police Department, and
we can't urge you enough to stay home. There's firefighters, police officers, tow truck operators. They want to be in their safe spot just as much as you do. So please stay off the roads until this passes.
All right, we sent a message to MPD, and we'll find out several locations, I hope, here in just a moment as to what's going on and where it is. Roger Basham, thank you for joining us here as we continue the coverage here. Joey Warren, thank you there. All right, let's do a fresh reboot on the areas that we've got. We do have a storm now that is making it into Lauderdale County, right out of Clark County. This is going to be affecting the Cliff Williams area within 9 minutes. Enzor, 9 minutes. Thenville, you will have the storm in 14 minutes. Now, there's no warning here, and this may not extend, but we do know that we've had some very, very heavy thunderstorm activity there in northern Clark County that is now crossing into Clark County. Now, if you're traveling Highway 11 and 80 from Enterprise toward Meridian, the Highway 80 rather, the old road there, Highway, right there, Highway 11. I tried to say 80, it's Highway 11. Let me correct myself. Highway 11 into Meridian out of Clark County. That stretch of road that is two-lane, be careful. As you travel, as you were to turn onto Arundel, as you get in, this is low-lying areas as you get on Valley Road, as you make your way toward the Clark County area. All right. Do we expect more? Yeah, we just got it. A tornado warning now for Lauderdale County has been issued. Let me turn this on.
It includes Clark, Jasper, and Lauderdale until 2:30. Got a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Heidelberg, or 17 miles east of Stringer, moving northeast at 30.
Serious one there. Let's look at this in these areas that we were just mentioning. This storm right here. It is going to affect our friends in Enzor, Vimville, Alamuch, Tumsuba. Y'all need to start seeking your shelter now. Now, the tornado warning, let's look at our guidelines of where we are with the tornado warning as we look at this. This is going to go up just west of the airport. This is going to cut across right there at Goodwater Baptist. It goes up to Owls right there, cuts across at the country store there on Pine Springs Road, and will cut across from there to Meridian High School. It will cross Highway 39 right at the Coca-Cola plant, go across where Sam's is on the hill, cutting short of reaching where the Ag Center is. And it will go right on out in this eastern portion out here to Wynot and come right along and follow the racetrack. Yes.
Yeah, so this new tornado warning that has been issued, our friends in Northwest, y'all take a break for now. You still need to be paying attention, but you can relax yourselves and get out of the safe area for a little while until they issue it again.
Right. What we want to focus on is our friends in northern Clark County and also southern southern Lauderdale County. Y'all need to really pay attention to this as we watch this stretches from Heidelberg to Pachuta, Stonewall, Enterprise. It's a mess, y'all. This is going to last until about 2:58 this afternoon. All right. I had somebody text me and say that they drove through that. They were having to go to Jackson, and they drove through that area there at Decatur earlier, and how bad it was. Now, y'all got showers in Newton and Decatur, but no warnings. We're focusing on our friends here from Stonewall, Enterprise, all these areas. Look at these lightnings here along Highway 45 that we've got. Roy, that community there has got a bunch. We've got right here. Let's zoom in on this area here as we get into Clark County at the Lauderdale County. There's the Clarkdale Clinic. Couldn't get it out, could have, Ryan?
Stuttered, man.
Yeah, I was there. This is where the volunteer fire department is. And, of course, Luther Walker Road is you have the pharmacy on the corner there next to the Superette. All that area in this warned area. And just due east, let's cross right out here. Let's show you where this storm is sitting here. This is going to be the Zero Road, Walker Bottom Road, where it intersects there. Right there is where that storm is, the eye of it. It will reach Cliff Williams in 9 minutes, Vinville in 14 minutes, and Toom Suba in 26 minutes. Let's back out. All right. Now, the city of Meridian, a good portion of downtown Meridian is now under a tornado warning. If you're in the hospital area, pay close attention to it. We're going to focus on this area. Now, storms can always pop anywhere in the warned area. But as you zoom in on this, this is going to be some of the worst weather as it comes in to Meridian right there just to the east of town. We'll pick up here around downtown where the SMI is 22nd Avenue. This travels east with our intense weather. This is our hot spot that we're watching. It just entered Lauderdale County, and it is headed toward the area of the Girl Scouts. If you live out in that area, I want y'all to pay attention. This is going to be right there where Charlie's Fireworks is, the Red Fireworks Barn. Southeast High School is where this is going, crossing 19 toward Toom Suba as it goes on across the county. Now, it only goes to right there up to Highway 19 at the moment. Can this be pushed further across? It certainly can. We've had no reports of damage in southern Lauderdale County. Newton County, you are also involved in this tornado warning. Y'all, welcome back to the party.
We just got another tornado warning issued for Jasper, Lauderdale, Newton until 2:30. That thunderstorm is located near Stringer, moving northeast at 45. It's moving a little faster than the rest of them.
Right there is that new one that you just put out. It comes here just to the east of Montrose. We'll go up, and the Red Goat, all these areas, right up to the Veteran Cemetery. It's going to turn east and go back into Lauderdale County, taking in Chunky, and goes right on over. If you look at that watch box there, it takes in Stuckey's Bridge. This will also take in the Goodwater Baptist Church included in this, and this area here where the prison is. Now, that prison area, y'all need to be very careful and watch these storms carefully. They're everywhere. We've got them just stretching northeasterly across here as they head toward Kemper County. Not going to give y'all much slack is what I'm saying. Righty. I got cables everywhere, y'all.
Speaking of slack.
Yes. All right. Let's look at our big picture and turn off our locations. Let's turn off radar just a second, and let me show you the warned areas without that. That's a clearer picture of what we've got there. You've got it from Bay Springs to Newton to Meridian, and then Kemper County, and then this area right along. And here, as you zoom in on there, still under a tornado warning. Something to pay attention to. Behind this, look at this. Another one that could roll right into Clark County and affect the good folks there once again. Now, we may get a little break for a little while, but we're showing more tornado warnings down in the Baton Rouge area. Let's go back and turn on our high-resolution radar to where we can see what this is. Now, that was earlier, both of these. This hasn't happened in the last few moments as we look at this. All right. Heidelberg, Pachuta, Quitman, these areas here are what we're watching closely. Heidelberg over to Pachuta, if you go south there on 512, back west into Jasper is the worst of what they've got. We go north of their Stonewall. Again, this is an area where y'all can hardly see to drive. It's pretty rough through there through Enterprise. We go northward and we follow Highway 45 into Lauderdale County. Here we go. all of this area, tornado warning. We've got some places that are under double tornado warnings. And this would be on this western side where 59 is out by the airport. Look at that. Here's Stuckey's Bridge. Stuckey's Bridge is one of those that's got the double. 59 cuts just shy of reaching all the way up that second one to the airport. All right, let's look back at Kemper County and see what Kemper County has going on here. DeKalb, it is flooding, almost impassable or undrivable at this point to go north out of here and travel toward that. If you've got to be out and about going to DeKalb, hold off on it. Don't go right now. Now, let's go back. Let me switch screens here and pull this up where we can show you what's going on with the latest with the power outages. Let's take another look at this. We pulled this, and this is what we've got from EMEPA, the latest there. Here's Nellyburg. This is going to be west of there and north of I-20. That's where that is. That's going to be Chunky Duffy Road where that power outage is. Now, again, keep in mind the power company cannot roll until it's safe for the workers to be out. All right, let's take a look here statewide of what we've got happening elsewhere with power outages as we update that. And we look at Lauderdale County. We're still in good shape in Lauderdale County. We see that Clark County is great. Kemper County has one person. We have to get over into Newton County where it's 1,000 people without power. That tells us something has gone over there. That area north of Hickory and those areas, they've had some form of damage this afternoon as we watch this. Let's go back and get radar here.
So that first warm storm that grabbed, what's that, Jasper, Clark, and Lauderdale, it's looking like it's going to be on top of the Denville community probably in the next 5 minutes, moving on towards Tomb But Tomb is not in the warning box, but that same thunderstorm will be moving out.
Correct. Now, am I seeing that this is showing a little bit of a breakup? It is. That's not near as strong as that was when it started coming into the county. That has lightened up somewhat, thank goodness. We come across, we go right through to the city of Newton, and this is going to be east of there, taking in all of 20. And we've had so many people talk about traveling this road. And to our knowledge, that wreck is still all over the interstate, isn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, it's backed up. I think we're hearing of damage around the Red Goat and then all of the wrecks along I-20 through Meridian city limits. It's going to be backing up, and you've got to know that when it backs up on the interstate, those folks from out of town are going to punch it into the GPS. They're going to be taking alternate routes, going down 39 and trying to go around the city. So, best to be at home.
It absolutely is. Stay home. Don't get out in this. We hadn't talked about our friends just west of here. Lazy Boy. Boy, it's pouring rain on y'all. We go west of you and we get back over here to the Morton area. We've got some serious weather over near Jackson there. It's going to be all that way to Jackson, Mississippi if you've got to go there for any reason this afternoon. Let's go back up into Kemper County now and see what they've got. Y'all are just before getting another one there in Clark County. You see that? I haven't spoken to David with EM, the emergency management there, but a little stickler there. Let's see. All right. I need to remember that so long as we have the computer screen going, that everything sounds great.
That's right.
It's when we hit other pictures, it doesn't like it. All right. As we look at lightning, we've got a lot of lightning strikes that are coming along with this Cliff Williams area there. And we hover over this. These were strikes at 1:39, less than a minute ago. So if you live here in the southeast area out by the Girl Scouts, look at this as this storm comes across here with the lightning that is intense. Don't be outside. It's not worth all of that. That could be very dangerous. All right, back to Kemper County we go. We have some of this that is going up right here at DeKalb, downtown DeKalb. If you were to look at West Kemper Elementary, right in that area there where the high school and the elementary are, we got some very heavy rain there over to where the John C. Stennis Hospital is, taking in where Little Toonies is, where his story is there at Toonies. Y'all got rain in Kemper County as well. Not as bad in Kemper County over at Scuba right now, But y'all have your turn as this comes across Highway 39, sitting on 39 right now. All right, southern Lauderdale County.
I see a YB trying to get home. Going chunky.
Yeah. I might would wait just a moment on that. Give it about 15 more minutes.
The North Hills go chunky Duffy.
That would be the route to handle there. All right. Western, as we get back to Clark County, let's look further at this. We've got a small tornado warning that's been issued here in Jasper County, taking in the western side, that southwest corner over there. It's a small one there. Wow. As we cut across, we get back into this Clark County line right there at Lake Edens. It is a ferocious rain coming down at this point there. We get into Clark County. We've got a lot. We move back up northward here. Mathis Peaches. It's a rough area right now as we look at all that rain as it travels northward into that. We've got right there. Look at this. This is Plant Sweat. You know where that is, don't you?
Yeah.
If you were to go south of the airport and take a left and go through there and you're making your way to Clarkdale, we got rain there. That's 2-lane road. Now, this is going to be running here for quite some time as we look at these tornado warnings. All right. As we look north of us, and I just wanted to touch base on this because I know we have a lot of people that watch us a little bit out of what you would call the TV coverage, but I still want to mention it for our friends up in Winston County. It's just to the west of you, west of Lake Teocata. A lot of rain, no warnings. Shiloh Baptist Church area, you got a lot of rain in there. As we look at Macon, Mississippi, not so bad. For those of you who have got kids at Mississippi State, it's just moderate rain, nothing to worry about as you get into Columbus Air Force Base as well. Those areas look good. All right, they've made a little update as we look at Kemper County. They've moved this eastward. The western side of the county is out of this, is taken in now. The scuba area up to Wahalak is what we've got. If y'all see this out to Bennsville. This is going to last until 2:45. They're putting an hour on that, believe it or not.
Wow, I know where that's at.
You've been there once or twice.
Once or twice.
You dated the only person that was from there.
One with all her teeth.
Bless her heart. And she took you, didn't she?
She did.
All right, as we get here, Newton County, y'all are okay. You got a lot of heavy rain there at Decatur. Nothing to worry about there. Union, Mississippi, y'all are just getting pelted with rain. We have two areas that we're watching right now as things kind of calm down a little bit. We see that eastern Kemper County, taking in Portal, all that area up by the old wood yard is still under a tornado warning. We go south here into Lauderdale County and northern Clark County. We got some serious rain going on with that warning that is still in effect there as we look at this coming along. Run out here in just a little bit there. All right, we back now. Jay's Taxidermy. You are the line of this storm as it comes across here. Jay's Taxidermy, and this will cut across somewhere right along here, about where Mars out by the Archusa Water Park. Right along in there is where that line is going to cut right there, and then we'll go over to Cooper's Chapel United Methodist Church in that area. We're not getting a break at all on the rain north of there, the Clarkdale area. As you drive there in Luther, Walker, and those areas there, all around the Superette, it's horrendous. There's no other way to word that. All right, let's see here.
Lena's reporting rotation near Mount Horeb Road, Zero Road down in the Clarkdale community. So again, that's rotation in the clouds, nothing on the ground. Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, that's and we certainly hope nothing more of that becomes. I hope that kind of goes away there. Newton County, we can't leave y'all out on this. We still got this little hook there in Newton County that is over from the Lazy Boy plant all the way over into Lauderdale County, taking in the Stuckey's Bridge. We still have a tornado warning that is issued for there. We also have it for Jasper County still in effect as this comes along this afternoon. Hopefully, we'll be able to tell you before long. This is going to run until 2:30. They are really stretching these warnings for a long time.
They really are. Our friends to the south, Wayne County, I don't know that I've seen them have a warning yet, but there are reports of possible tornado in that area. So I don't know exactly where, but we're waiting on the next update.
All right, and we should get that in just a little bit. And what we want to explain, let me back out on this of what happened this afternoon. We talked about this for days, level 2s and level 3s. Let's look what has happened here. In a moment of, it was a blink of an eye, wasn't it, Ron? Yeah. We are now, this area, all of that is a level 4. And this goes up to Kemper County. We were not there. We were at a level 3 this morning when we started this. They expected it to kind of just fade away.
That's right.
And then we looked up and thought, where'd that come from? It was just, seriously, at the blink of an eye, and it was really quick that the National Weather Service changed that. I didn't see it happening. But, boy, we're in it now.
I'm just getting a report, possible rotation, just as radar indicated, Kemper Sheriff's reporting that.
Okay. Did we get a location as to where that might be in Kemper County? Blackwater Community? As we look at that, let's zoom in on that and take a look of where Blackwater, right there, is where that rotation may be as it came out of Lauderdale County. Right in there is where we're looking at possible rotation. Whew. Now, Giles, those areas there, Linda Jane, you don't have anything to worry about right now. You are under a warned area. Jimmy, David, everybody that lives in that end of that, all of our friends that live in the Bentonville area, right now you're fine. But if you are at Waholic, Mandy, if you're paying attention to me, I know where you are. I can see your house from the radar. You need to batten down the hatches. Mike Reed, you do the same. As we go, Ben, also that lives on that road. Southern Kemper County is what we're watching there. It's the Sheriff's Department said that area right there could be very dangerous. If you see something, please let us know there. We're getting reports now the sirens are going off in the southeast area.
Yeah, again, they cannot localize when those sirens go off in Lauderdale County or civil defense sirens. Anytime there's a warning issued in the county, they're all going to go off.
And
to know where you are geographically.
It most certainly is. And we do have a tornado warning in that area there. That's going to be right over here again. That it cuts up, taking in the city of Meridian, and right through here is where our biggest concern is. All right, what? I got something sent in there. I wanted to see what that was. Tornado warning remains in effect until 2:30. That is old news there. Let's look at what we've got going on here out in the southeast area. Let's look at a few of the roads. Make sure that everybody is safe, everybody is good. Greg, close those doors, lock them up for a little bit there as we wait for the rain. It's almost past Greg's fireworks. We'll follow up here, and our friends at the Evangel Temple is pouring rain there. Just to the west of you, it's going to lighten up a little bit. But we go east of there, out to the Girl Scouts. We go right out here to the golf course, Lakeview Golf Course. Y'all are getting tons of rain.
We've got a new tornado warning just issued for Lauderdale County until 2:45. Did you catch that one?
I did not.
Thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over the Increase community, which is 10 miles southeast of Meridian, moving northeast at 35.
And that's what they've done. They've moved this a little bit further north. Right there is what we've got, eastern Lauderdale County, now under a tornado warning. This includes the city of Marion. Anybody watching us from Marion? Tumsuba area, straight up this, right up to the state line. If you'll see this red area, Ron, we're going to talk about the streets and the roads of the people that live in that area that are going to be affected by it. All right, this picks up just right on the other side of Sam's. Right there is going to be the Coliseum, Lauderdale County Ag Center. This goes northward, taking in all of this area. Russell Christian Academy, they're out of school today. They call that early. Rainbow Lakes area, the Boy Scouts, Why Not Motorsports Park. Y'all are involved in this. But we would put this bad area there. Charlie, if you're watching, y'all are kind of like the center of this, of the intensity right there at Southeast School, all the way back to the Agri Center. Those are our bad areas that we've got. It moves north, as we said, and it comes up to Rainbow Lake, that area there. We've got heavy showers just to the west of the Wright Simmons store, right in there at Kewanee. So we expect Cuba, Alabama, these areas to get a lot of this rain that is coming. Northeast High School, if you live in front of Northeast, and we know there's several subdivisions there, back down in there, the Meadows, Van Zyverden, you are now in this tornado-warned area. We want you to be prepared, take your shelter. As we look at this, that area that we're really concerned about is that Russell-Tumsuba area, northeasterly, out by Wanat. Y'all see that? Right through there. Anywhere out here by Lakeview Golf Course. Man.
Can you see if there's any rotation in that? Saw a report for rotation. I just want to make sure we didn't miss.
I don't think it's going to show up on that one. Now, all right. We're still watching eastern Kemper County for that tornado warned area, and that's taken in the Wahalik area all the way south to the Lauderdale County line. We go into Quitman. Quitman now, with this new tornado warning, is back under the gun. Once again, y'all have this. Move that out of the way there. And we cut across. We have not talked about Quitman in the areas that are included in this. Let's go down in here. This is going to cut across Highway 45. As we see here, Stonewall, all of this area here. Even out here, Ryan, as we look at Snail, y'all are included in the tornado warned area. Right now, we're showing that a storm is sitting right on top of Stonewall. This thing is moving to the northeast right now. It will cut across, and we're looking at, they're rating this one at a 4.4. Not very strong, but it is still putting down rain, and we do have some wind involved with this. Now, let's back out and let's just take a look quick, see what we're getting, if we're getting any hail with any of this, since this has changed over the last little bit. Damaging wind. Let me go down here to my hail path. We got a little bit here in Jasper County. We're not showing any in Lauderdale County. Right there is what we've got. Jasper County, that's going to be north of Lake Edens of where that happened. Let's turn that off and look at our wind path of what's been going on with that, damaging winds of where you are this afternoon. Let's back out, turn that off. Boy, Lauderdale and Kemper, the further north you go, look at that. Mandy Haley, I told you.
He's hanging with it.
That's right. That's serious there. A lot of wind. And as we look out here at the southeast area, boy, howdy. And this does stretch over north of Lisbon. Our friends in Cuba, y'all are going to be getting some of these winds. You feel it as it passes by. That's the outlook on that. Now, Hickory and Decatur, y'all are bullseye. Once again, how many times have we had the Hickory in these areas become a point of interest for the tornado warning?
Doesn't, I guess.
Yeah, this is the most I have seen, seriously, in quite some time for those areas there around Hickory. All right, let's go back here and let's turn these winds off where you can see what the storm is actually doing. That is active. I don't know any other way to word this, how to break all of this to you as we look at this and follow it this afternoon. All right, let me check. I've gotten quite a few text messages. I want to make sure I hadn't missed something. You know, if you're not careful, there's you could miss some. It gets so many. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different tornado warnings that stretches across probably 6 or 7 counties there, because they do double counties in most of these. As you've got this one coming out of Bay Springs that is affecting Newton County, and also grabs a little bit there in Clark and a little bit in Lauderdale County in the western corner there. We see that this storm is still intensifying coming out of Clark County. I haven't heard. Have you noticed anybody talking about the northern portion of Clark County?
I haven't heard anything as far as the chat or comments that unless I've overlooked it, which is highly possible.
I'm trying to think. Did we just get a new one, or is that an old one for Clark County? I think that's an old one there. Yeah, okay, an update.
They did an update same time you did.
All right, I'm getting some pictures, and let me see what I've got. Yeah, this is the wreck on 20 is what I've got. Folks, this is pretty serious. This is a log truck involved in this. This is a mess here. I'm gonna see if I can't get that loaded and get that out there where everybody can take a look at that. This is why we don't want you traveling if you don't have to. Now, it's not this guy's fault. I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to blame him for any reason. But man, at the damage from this is heavy. Let me see if I can drag these in, Ryan, and so people can see this. This I'm not great at one-handed stuff. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I didn't.
You do now. Don't trust Scotty Ray with any of that.
Looks like Will the Thrill from Causeyville is wanting to know what's going on. So let's see.
Let's I'll have this here in just a second to where we can share a picture or two.
It looks like the southeast part of the county is just you got those storms going through there. Both of those warm storms are taking the same track, moving in the northeasterly direction.
Let me drag this over. This is the seriousness. Let me put this where everybody can see this. This is what just occurred on I-20, and this is why traffic is blocked up right now. Do y'all see that? That is that's a lot of damage there. If you'll see, the hood has gone off of that. It looks as though there's a second truck that may be involved in that wreck. You'll see the firemen there in the background working on this. So we can't stress of being careful and not traveling if you absolutely can this afternoon. That gives you a bird's eye view of what's going on outside right now as everybody is facing these storms that we've got. All right. Any updates of anything that anybody's passed along? Let me pull this back up. As Bonnie said, no angry faces. They are doing the best they can.
I do see report of a large funnel cloud north of Highway 84 with rotation in Wayne County. I think I see that on your radar. It is warned, looks like. It's out of Putnam.
All right. Let's go back. Lauderdale County. We've got the entire eastern portion of Lauderdale County now under a tornado warning. Well, every bit of it. We've got 1, 2, 3 different tornado warnings for Lauderdale County. York, Alabama, Livingston, Alabama, you have now been added to the warned area. Tornado warning for York, Livingston. If you are there in that area, let's go over here and see what the National Weather Service tells us about that. This is going to last until 2:45. Southwestern Sumter County in western Alabama. 1:58, radar indicated a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It was located near Alamooch, or 11 miles east of Meridian, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Tornado. So the bad weather has not moved in there, but y'all look here now, Livingston, York, Cuba. This is what's coming right out of Lauderdale County toward you. Geiger, Alabama, y'all be prepared. Gainesville, you're going to get this storm system that's moving out of Kemper County. We're still seeing what I would call, Ron, you tell me if I'm wrong here, the worst of what we've got in Lauderdale County is going to be basically over southeast at that red light in that area.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. The Benville community is it's really where the track looks like it's going straight over.
Let's look at our locations and talk more about this area. Boy Scouts. Again, here where Charlie is, where Southeast Tigers, the high school is, all that. Jeff Davis Road. You're under the gun on all this. After you get past Sam's, don't be fooled if you're at Sam's and you go, well, look, the rain quit. No, it hasn't. It's just east of you right now. As if you live in that area in Wynot or you live in Alabama trying to go home, don't get on 19. If you remember, how long ago was this? A week, 2 weeks? We lost a young lady out there.
Weather Service has canceled tornado warning that affected Fort Lauderdale at this time.
Would that be the southern one?
That's correct.
Okay, this area right here just fell out of it. So this northeastern portion is still under it, correct?
That's right.
All right, and then we still have the tornado warning for our friends stretching from the Veterans Cemetery, all the way following I-20 right over to Lost Gap. There's a tornado warning there that comes from there into taking in Jasper. And we follow this as my friend Ricky Bobby. I don't know what you're doing, Rodney, but you're still under a tornado warning there. Now, for real, it is about a mile or so right west of there.
All right, so Weather Service has issued a new tornado warning for Clark County until 3 p.m. Based off of a storm capable of producing a tornado south of the Goodwater community, which is 12 miles northwest of Waynesburg. That's that one I was mentioning earlier with a large funnel cloud with rotation.
All right, Tom, we've got damage, and I'm going to load these so everybody can see this. We do have damage in Lauderdale County. I'm just not getting in the pictures here. And it's going to take me just a second. I want everybody just to give me a moment here so we can share these with you.
Yeah, we appreciate all our followers, everybody tuning in, trying to keep this up-to-date information in front of you.
And again, this is just one of those live things. Now, the area, it's sending here, and then I'll be able to open this up. Let me go back and look at see exactly where this is coming in from. This is going to be 5th Avenue in Meridian, what I'm fixing to show you.
Okay.
Hang on just a second and let me open it up. Let me drag. Done. Okay. Takes me just a second.
So this is 5th Avenue area?
Yeah, this is 5th Avenue area. Let me pull this up where y'all can see this. This is what we've had. Damage go through there. And that is not acting correctly. If I hold my mouse steady, you can get a good look at that. Let me drag that back across and see if I can figure out what is going on with it. Because I don't know. You ever have just one of them days?
Yeah.
All right. Let's drag back and see if I fix that. All right, this is a home here on 5th Avenue. Look at that, where that tornado damage come across. Now, it could have been straight line winds. Yeah. Here's a better view of that. Woo! So, if you've got damage of any sort like this, let us know. We'd love to share your pictures with everybody so they can see what has happened. Again, that's Lauderdale County is where that was, 5th Avenue. Let me...
Can you put the comments back up?
Yes, I sure can. I messed that up, didn't I?
You did. Sorry.
All right. What do we got new?
Let's see. Nothing since that Clark County issue. Jones is still firing off down there. So. I guess we'll eat supper one day.
Yeah. That we did. We're not going to lie. We thought about this, and what a better day than to have some Chick-fil-A. Yeah. So we'll get to that. Let's look at our power outages as we look at this here. Let's update the Meridian area of what we've gotten recently from EMEPA. All right, we got more people out now as we look at this. Let's zoom in and see what we've got. Why not? We've been watching that area. and it looks as though we may have some damage out there. Y'all watching from there? Right there. We've got 11 people as we zoom in on this. This is going to be Fisher Road is where our first outage is with 11 people. We back out and we go up here. This is going to be at Causeyville Road, right there at B.W. Johnson Road. We have 72 people without power. So somewhere, if you look at the track of this, most likely something moved northeasterly. Look at that. Went in that direction as we were looking at this. Let's zoom in on this. Leo McDonald Road.
Yeah, they've possible touchdown down that area. Unconfirmed. Leo McDonald, Highway 19 South area. We got some messages out, waiting on response.
Okay. Hopefully we'll find that here in just a moment. And let's go to here and see if we can locate that on the big map. That's going to be Vimville, Causeyville Road. This area right in here is where we're talking about. We'll find out more here in just a second. How old Highway 19. If you live there and you know something, please put that in the comments. If you've got family members, pass along that information to us too. We have folks watching from the Blackwater community. Now, again, this eastern portion down here by Clarkdale Superette, all of that is out of the warned area now. We got to go north up to Wyandotte, where we're questioning where something may have happened because we do have power outages. And this goes northward from there, starts at Meridian High School, right there in front of the street in front of Northcrest Baptist, and we'll go right up to Northeast Elementary, barely missing the runways at NAS Meridian and taking in the Ralph Morgan Rodeo, pouring like cats and dogs, as they say, out at Dalewood. You know, I don't hear that term as much as I used to.
You don't hear hunkering either, but you can get it here.
It's getting to where I'm extinct, I think. What did Hank Jr. sing? I'm a dinosaur. I think I'm turning into a dinosaur, y'all. People don't speak my language anymore. It worries me. I don't know where Debbie is, but she used to always point out my language that I had.
I know where Debbie's not.
She's not here, is she?
She's not.
She was supposed to bring our seal over and got lost in the rain. Now, as we go back to Bay Springs, now let's look at this. Bay Springs is starting to lighten up on y'all. This is due north in the county. Now, Hickory, y'all are not out of the woodwork, so to speak. It's still there. Enterprise, it's east of you now. It's still a lot of rain there. But we look at this area, and it's going to just be eastern side of Clark County, picking up at the city limits, going all the way down to Shibuda, and straight up Carmichael, these areas here.
Got a storm chaser reporting a tornado southwest of Shibuda, which is probably exactly what you're looking at.
Right there. Right there is where that storm would be. And they're reporting as possibility something to it.
Yeah. Well, the data's not great on it. They'll get some visual evidence when we can. Debbie has commented she's here.
Oh, well, she needs to come on in. I don't know where she's hiding at as we look at that.
So I'm getting reports they can't hear me.
I don't know why.
What about a mic test? Can anybody hear me?
How about that? We'll see here. I don't know where my team is. We've had just an extraordinary afternoon of things that broke for no reason. We don't know why.
Gremlins.
A phone system that state of the art for some reason is not working all of a sudden. And we were going to have Odie on the air with us, and I literally cannot make it work by myself over here. Hear a little bit, and everybody hear me fine? Let me ask that. Is my audio still good? Ron, we might need you to come around on this side and try a mic here or something to that effect. I don't know what. All right, everybody hears me fine. That's what I'm hearing. Then I can hear you. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate that. Have no idea why that.
I got to allow them to. Anyone.
Right.
If they can hear me in Scuba, they can hear me anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Fine place to move to. We were the Beverly Hills Billies at Scuba. I just want y'all to know. All right. Let's come on up here. Now, our watch box area is getting better for our friends here in Shibuda, but we are very concerned of this. As you said, that possibly a person has spotted some storm. Like 58 mile an hour shear winds, Ryan, as we look at that storm. They can hear you, but not as good as they hear me.
Some damage reports out of Hickory. Multiple trees snapped or uprooted. Power lines down. Damage to multiple homes. Edwards Road location from the tornado that went through there. Unknown injuries at this time.
This is going to be quite the area. Have you checked in with our friends at Lima in the last little bit to see if they have any updates of any more damage?
You know, I picked my phone up to message and got distracted.
Right.
You stay in the shelter?
Yeah. No. Y'all are good to come out where y'all were. I don't know what you're asking me. You are in the clear right now. Yeah, you can take it back. We're where you are is all okay there. All right. Our little friend, our wet little friend named Ellie and Sophie have joined the party this afternoon. Our dogs are now part of the coverage, and so we'll watch that. All right. We probably will see this expire here for Jasper County as it goes right on into southern Newton, southeastern Newton County. We have a tornado warning that we're watching right there. This will be reaching Carmichael. I mentioned y'all a minute ago, 21 minutes it will be at Carmichael as it makes its way here of a possible storm that spotters have picked up on. They're following it. They're chasing it, so to speak. I have no desire to do that. Summerall, right on top of y'all, DeSoto. It will be there in 15 minutes as we look at these storms. Right on top of the Clark County line. This is going to cross Highway 45. As we'll see here, right here, Manassas sits here. It'll cut in between there and over to the church. We appreciate all the texts. We cannot thank y'all enough. Callie Luke wanted to know about Sumter County, Alabama. Let's look over here at what we've got. Sumter County, Alabama. As we look here, everything's fine at the moment. We do have a warning here as it gets ready to move into the southern portion here. Sumter is fine at the moment here. Pickinsville, some heavy showers there. As you look here at Geiger, nothing bad there as you're coming from 16 and running into Highway 17. You got to go due south here. And let's pull here. Epps, Alabama, Livingston, these areas still under a tornado warning as we look at this. And again, that's going to be southwestern Sumter down in this area. It's the northern portion that is okay. We're looking at York, and we still have Livingston involved in this, but it's York and Cuba that is under the gun as we look at this. All right, Chunky, yeah, y'all are getting rain at this point. Now, we just had an update as we look at this. No, we did not. That is Neshoba County. I mistakenly looked at. Neshoba County is pouring rain. We come across and look at this. Montrose, these areas here. Now this is light back down in here, Ron. As we come up, you got to get right at the county line, and I think this will expire here in just a moment. They're going to give a break on that. It won't be as bad. I think that may have helped out a little bit of a button I just pushed. That's what I think there.
And you muted, didn't you?
Well, it has its mind of its own today as we get into technology. Technology sometimes can be rough. It thinks for itself.
Don't call you for tech support.
I am not a tech man. I have to have people help me there. All right. Let's look here. What we've got now. Energy and these places right here at the Snell Volunteer Fire Department. I had a question about that. You've got light rain there, way back down here. As you barely get into Clark County, right there at the line at Shibuda. This is going to move across Highway 45 just north of Shibuda and head to the east there toward Manassas in those areas. Look at the wind that we're getting to the west of Shibuda right now, 58 mile an hour shear winds. This is a 1 mile wide storm, y'all. Humongous. Look at the lightning that old saying of don't grab a TV antenna, don't touch one. All right, as we come across here, what about Bassett City? As we look at this, is Meridian okay? We got a question about that. We're still getting heavy rain. We still have a tornado warning where portions of downtown Meridian or the city limits of Meridian are still in that warning. Look here. This is going to be right up here by EMEPA Highway 39, still under that warned area. Southeast still getting the pounding. But we're looking at Tomb Suba right now of having the storm where we possibly got some damage here that's moved off to the northeast from there. Did you have something to say, Ryan?
I was just looking at that previous map down south. I don't know if it was southern Clark, northern Wayne. It looked like some rotation.
Right here?
Yeah, the wind.
Yeah, we've got some rotation going on down here. This is going to be just west of Shibuda, west of Highway 45. Matter of fact, we can get in a little bit closer here. Let me put on my broke glasses that I broke just a moment ago. And we can give you a road here. County Road 210, if you live in that area, this is coming right up on you. County Road 214, this is where the storm is sitting right now, making its way across the county. We've got another one that just popped up here, and it's still shelling out 58-mile-an-hour shear winds. Let's look at this a little bit closer. Here's Shibuda. Let's look at these roads that we've got here. This is going to be County Road 253 is what we're looking at. This is moving northeasterly. Oak Grove Baptist Church Cemetery, the Chickasahey River, right over here to the right of Highway 45. Y'all would not believe how Ellie gets upset when she can't catch her tail.
Me too, man.
You
Looks like National Weather Service is canceling the tornado warning for Kemper. Lima's reporting that a roof has been removed from a mobile home in the Tomb Suba area.
Now, let's refresh that, Ryan. Tomb Suba area. And this would be that same damaged area where it crossed and moved.
Storm came from the Benville area and went up to Tomb Suba, I believe.
Yeah. Do we have folks in the area there in Tomb Suba? We getting trees down? Is that what we're being told there?
Yeah, being trees down. The information's limited. I'm assuming it's tied up. So
this is
19 South got trees in the road near Camp Bonacci.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. Looking back, sometimes we get messages, and I want to make sure that we don't have something that's pertinent that could help somebody. Kemper County, all of those. And again, if you're watching us here, we do appreciate Fox 30 carrying us this afternoon, as we really appreciate y'all. We also want to say a big thank you to WMOX carrying us so we can get this message out further as well. And also all of our friends here at YouTube. A ton of you are here, and also on Facebook. We can't thank y'all enough for joining us, being there. Hickory is starting to break up a little bit. You're still under the warning, but boy, the rain has lightened up a little bit. Let me turn this on our location so we can look at this. This warning will expire at 2:30, so we have 11 minutes remaining here. I do not see this being continued. I don't. We will watch this area here. Shibuda and Tomb Suba are our two areas that concern me the most as we look at radar this afternoon. It's a heap of folks in there. Livingston, Alabama, y'all are under this. Cuba, York. As this storm exits Lauderdale County, y'all will really need to put your P's and Q's and be a little bit more sharp on your response time of getting to your shelter. Now, the Shibuda area, let's put a map on this, a diagram of distance down here. Let's look at, as we go up here, from downtown Shibuda, if you live 11 miles due north of there, please, please, please be in your safe place. As we turn this to the northeast, if you live as the crow flies, so to speak, within 13 miles of Shibuda, that is kind of the storm that it is doing. As you get way over here to the county, and it's 20 miles from there, but that right there shows us there a 13-mile radius, sort of, is our areas of concern that we've got here at Shibuda from the heart of the storm as you go north. a 12-mile run due north of 45 sitting there. I haven't heard from David at the emergency management team there in Clark County. We're assuming that all is okay. So if Lauderdale has heard from them, please pass along that.
Clarkdale Fire Chief reporting trees down. Highway 19 is blocked here at Camp Menachie. So we'll see that, Terry. We appreciate you.
All right, that's pretty serious there. And that's at 19 there at the fire department.
It's 19 South near Camp Menachie.
All right, that's just about where we brought up a minute ago where that wreck happened the other night, where the young lady lost her life. So you can't pass it. We do have damage, so we'll wait to hear from Lima as their teams head out to access the damage of what we've got. All right, here we go.
They are continuing our tornado warning for Lauderdale until 2:45. This storm was near Alamocha.
Yeah, the Tumsuba area.
Yep. 221 moving northeast at 45.
All right, let's look at this as we come here, and you say 245 on this end of this. Let's turn location zone. We can't. I know sometimes you hear some of the comments that I do. I'll say them several times, but this is truly one of those times where we need you to pay a little bit closer attention to what we've got to say here, the locations of where everything is. Let's dive into this. Now, we're pretty sure in this area right here, Alamooch, in this area here, that we've had some damage, some trees down. This would be where the Red Fireworks barn is. This is going to be right here at the Causeville ball field. It'll be north of there, Highway 19. I got a message that it is flooding there where the checkered flags are there as you come into the Wyandotte area. A lot of rain. It's worse, though, north of there as you make your way all the way back to that Chevron store at Bonita, as you go to Chick-fil-A, so to speak, all the way down 19 from Wyandotte Motorsports Park. And that's a pretty good little drive. It takes you 20 minutes or so to reach out there. Now, as we go north of this, now there's more rain coming from the Girl Scouts. Look at that. We talked about when Storm Norman was with us that we could see anywhere from 2 to 4 and then in some downpours, 5 to 7 inches. And I am not so sure that this area that we're not seeing that.
I agree. It is.
Now, I'm not asking anybody to go out and check their rain gauge in the middle of a storm, but after it's all over, let us know what kind of rain that you got so we can kind of share with others what went on.
Oh, yeah, we'll ask somebody. Al Davis, go check your rain gauge and let us know.
Al is good at that.
Yeah, he'll do it.
All right.
He's a team player. Jackson's going to cancel or expire the tornado, allow the warning for Lauderdale, Jasper, and Newton to expire.
So this is right here. Oh, my little girl is upset. Are you going to be okay? Come here. That's Ellie upset that she can't just run everything in here. You get attached to your dogs, and I don't know how the dogs made it to the studio. Maybe they opened the door themselves.
That redheaded girl turned them in here.
Yeah. Yeah, that would about sum it up. As Ellie joins the party now. She's not going to be quiet until she sees that. All right, let's come across here and look at what all we have here. Let me go back here. Let me hit a button, and we're going to look at power outages again on that side of the county. Ellie, you just stay still for just a second, and let's look here. All right, let me pull this screen up of what we've got. We've got it's a ton of people. Ryan, let's look at this. This is the latest from EMEPA that we've got here. The Zero community looks to be some damage in that area also. We've got 11. That's going to be 32 people right there. When we get to that area there where the fire chief was telling us at Alamocha, not Alamocha, but right there, Camp Menachie.
Yeah, that's where those trees are down at.
Yeah.
The highway's blocked there. Again, if you don't need to be out, stay at home. First responders are out, got their steel chainsaws, and they are ready to roll.
They are. That runs like a steel, does it?
That's correct.
All right. Let's look at that. That's our areas. We got one person in Tumsuba. We got some back over here to the left, to the west side of Meridian. Yeah.
One person, that 1 meter is not not ginning.
He needs a generator bad. And with this, and as we talk about generators, we got several people that sell generators also that advertise with us. If you want to be that person that when everything's dark in the neighborhood, go ahead, get you one. Booker Electric will help you out with that. Good folks there to walk you through that. Chuck can help you also at Sanders Gas. They've got them. They can come hook up your lines and have you going in no time flat. Just talk to some of the professionals about what you need. As we go into limbs, let's talk about that a second.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, there's folks down at Wilson. They can hook you up with a steel chainsaw. These trees are swaying back and forth. If you don't feel comfortable, you can call our friends at Reed Tree Service. They take it.
They sure can. And I'll say this, as you brought up, I'm just being as honest as I can. If you work a lot, you keep your weed eater put up, you keep your chainsaw and you use it every once in a blue moon, you grab that steel, it's going to crank. Those others, you'll be blue and you'll have to be calling somebody to help you.
You have to go to your backyard and crank it.
That's right.
You want your neighbor to see you huffing and puffing.
All right, here's what we're looking at, folks. This is getting a lot better. We're feeling blessed at the moment. Now, we still got some issues in eastern Lauderdale County. It's not over. We have issues here in eastern Clark County, but as you'll notice, we don't have these blinking red lights coming up right behind this, do we? That I feel blessed at the moment of this. This means that there is a end in sight. Livingston, York, y'all pay attention to this. Let's zoom back on this. This is following I-20 north of Cuba is where we are. Here's Tumsuba, and didn't we have some reports of power outages and possibly some damage right along in there?
Yeah, we did. There's some damage and some power outages.
Yeah. We see that Livingston, Alabama is in the line a little bit later on.
Observed rotation being reported by Lima at this time in the ground near Camp Bonacci Road, Highway 19 South.
Let's turn on our location. So, anybody near Camp Bonacci?
Take cover.
Yeah, this is it's going to be right up in here. Right there is where the Lauderdale County Emergency System is saying. Did you say possibly on the ground is what you said?
It says on the ground, rotation on the ground, observed.
All right, well, that means if it's observed, it is there. So y'all take cover as it comes across this area right here at Camp Bonacci, Highway 19. Now, we've already had mentions of damage in that exact same area, so this tells us we've got emergency officials on the scene that need to get to safety also.
That's right. These folks, they need to take cover, heed the advice.
Yes, it is. And always ditches, or if you're caught out in this, go to a ditch. As we talked about this last night about the bridge, it creates a draft. If you get up on one of them, it can do more damage. It's not going to be like the movie Twister where they hang on to that pole and it took a car and they were still gripping it. It doesn't work that way. All in the movies.
That's right, yeah. So we've said it. If you do not have to be on the road, do not go down there. Those responders are working. This has been confirmed by Lauderdale Sheriff's Department. So please heed the advice, stay at home, and if you live down there, take cover.
All right, that's our area there. Let's put this to be on the safe side. We're hearing it's in this area, but anywhere from right here at Lakeview Golf Course, you live in that area down Highway 19. That's the center of this through Southeast High School. Charlie, if y'all are paying attention there at the gas station in the red light. I'm assuming the red light's back up. We've been a week or two. I think it is. As you look at here, Vinville, Causeyville Road, all of that area out to the Boy Scouts. Caution, get to your place of shelter now. We want you to be here to joke with us tomorrow.
Sure.
So we can tell a little bit. And that intensity is not breaking right there. The Girl Scouts is starting to see a little bit of a break, but that area there from Alamucha right up here to 496, look at that. If you live on Highway 496, I know the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, those guys are out in this doing their absolute best to take care of people.
I just saw something.
Okay.
Tornado crossing old Highway 19 south near Leo McDonald. Fire department down there reporting that. So a very serious situation right now for our neighbors in the southeast part of the county. Take cover.
As we continue to look at this, man, we hope that I guess the word for it is the best of a bad situation. If something has got to be messed up, let's hope it is just trees and it is nothing more than that. But we've gotten downtown Meridian, Fifth Avenue, we've gotten damage. We've gotten several reports here, and then even out in Tumsuba, we've gotten reports. We know of 3 locations that possibly have this. We have numerous locations that we've been watching that the power has been killed due to the wind and storms that roll through that area. Austin Kimbrell said he lives in that area, and he's not at home, but his home is out there. And it does. And if you're not at home, it does worry you what's going on there.
National Weather Service is reporting debris signature in a cell there in Clark County also.
Let's back out and take a look here what we've got.
This is not over, folks.
Right there is what you're looking at. Did you use the word debris? Did I understand that?
Debris signature.
All right. If you live in Clark County, right here is the landfill, the dump. More or less, that's the Scotty Ray word for it. Those who use the landfill, that's okay. But we called it the dump when I grew up. That's where this is located right now. This is moving towards Sykes. 9 minutes it will be there. It will reach Energy in 19. Snell, 22 minutes. And as we move on, Hurricane Creek, we'll have it in about a half an hour, Ryan, as we track this. We are showing that this on the scale, possibly a 4.8. As we mentioned, these things can develop and drop. They can be small. They can some be more ferocious than others. But still a 4.8 can do a little bit of damage there as it drops down out of the sky and does it quickly. Al was saying, where are the sirens? He expects those to go off. I would have to talk to somebody if that is hit when something is confirmed or not. Maybe down Water Valley Road. We're getting word that trees are down in there. All right. We heard that. Can y'all hear Ryan talk again and see if?
Yes. Can you hear me? Confirmed tornado on the ground. Camp Bonacci Road is what Lima has just put out. Can y'all hear me?
We're waiting for a reply on that. It takes just a couple of seconds for someone to answer that. I'll let you talk about your pups if you want to talk about those to give us a little story. All right. They can't hear you. Why don't you come around on this side, bring your laptop, and let's see if this microphone on this side of the room is working properly. We'll try that. Again, we're going to have, well, I got the camera turned off because we had so many issues going on with cameras a while ago. I got that turned off. So here we go. Now, I'll let you pull up that microphone, and we'll see if we can hear you now. This is it's going to be a long night, I think, as we'll go back and fix a few things there.
How about you now?
Right,
Can you hear me now?
That should be live and working. They can hear you good now.
All right, good deal. We're back in the game.
We are. Again, my apologies for whatever went wrong. We don't know. One side of the room quit, and that's all we can tell you. We'll limp along, and we'll get all this fixed as the afternoon progresses. Thanks a lot for all those comments. We can't do this without y'all. That's for sure. All right. As you can see here, we've got basically 3 tornadoes that are still in the area. Let me turn off this where y'all can see all of this of what we're looking at. All right. Here's what this is coming up on radar now. Let's see what that says. You mentioned this, didn't you? A roof that was blown off a trailer.
That's right. I do see that sirens are going off now, so that's good. I don't know if those are the city sirens or the county, but people are being made aware, so we're thankful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Tumsuba. Let's zoom in on this. That's going to be Lauderdale Tumsuba Road. And this looks like possibly a place that may have several homes in it. I'm not 100% sure as we look at that. It'd be just west of Lauderdale Road there in that area. Here's Tom Bailey Lake right there, and this is just at the foot of it there. That's where we've got this damage to this home. To my knowledge, no one has been hurt on this, Ryan, as we've moved through this. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about any injuries at this point, so we pray that remains.
Yeah, Arlene is telling us that she hears the sirens in downtown Meridian. That's good to know. All right, let's move across here. And if you happen to know of where any accidents have happened, I'm assuming that we still have a huge issue on I-20. All right, we're getting word that there possibly could be some debris there in Shibuya. We have not got that confirmed yet.
Oh, that lady right there said you're a tech guy.
Ooh, I need one at the moment.
We appreciate y'all sticking with us. We're just getting this information out as quickly as we can and as accurately as we can.
All right, I just got this from Dr. Mason. If you haven't been by to see his Christmas lights right down from Meridian High School, you need to make that part of you. He sent us what he's gotten in rain so far today, and I'll let you explain that to everybody what we've got there. He said that's pretty neat how that does that. His rain gauge, you can text it.
Yeah,
That
is cool.
He is definitely a
over
tech
inch
guy.
and a half. So
yeah. We appreciate that, Doc. Thank you for sending that in. And again, if you've got pictures, damage, or anything to that, let us know. Pass it along. Don't get out. This isn't worth it. We're not out of the woodwork, so to speak, just yet. I don't know if that's the proper language for it, but that's the truth. We're not out of it yet. Now, as we go back down to Clark County, hey, look at that. That's good. York, Alabama, Livingston, that tornado warning has been canceled for our friends east of there.
that's great.
So we've got two left. Clark County and also Lauderdale County, eastern Lauderdale County, where we think there may be some damage. I had something come in that I might need to look at just then.
Okay.
All right, the wreck on I-20 is cleared now.
Okay, great.
That we do have multiple trees down 19 South there at Leo McDonald, as you had talked about just a little bit ago. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. I just let me see here if I can pull this up for everybody. Save. We're going to try to play this if at all possible. We're getting some reports from Chunky from the TV station now. Let me go here and pull this up. Okay. All right, I'm trying to get this up here where we can play this for you here in just a second. It'll give us a bird's eye view as the news team start coming in. I'm going to minimize something here. Hopefully I won't break anything. I have had issues this afternoon, so we're hoping I'm on the clear on all that. Hang on. Get this open. All right.
You know it is a bad weather event when...
All right. We're going to go to Twin States. Let me drag this over here where you can see this from Twin States. This is what we've got. And again, I know this is on the fly as we do this. This is Danny Todd as we go to Twin States. Let's take a listen to what he has to say about what is going on in the Chunky area.
You know it is a bad weather event when localized flooding is of our least concerns. Emergency crews from all over the Lauderdale County and surrounding counties are out and about in this, trying to make sure everyone is safe. We ask that if you do not have to be on the roadways, to stay at home, stay safe, and be weather aware. Scotty Ray Report and Fox 30 Twin States News will give you updated information as we have it. You know it.
That's a brief look there, what we have going out in the Chunky area, all that muddy water there. Numerous reports, Ryan, as we've got damage here. Let me see. I got another message I needed to check out to see what we've got.
Yeah, they're still showing debris signature north of the Crandall community in Clark County as well. So
This would be right in this area here. Let's talk about this. We're hearing that this possibility that there could be some damage in that area here, that something is going on east of Quitman as we watch this. We'll talk with David here in just a little bit and see what we find out about that in Clark County. Of have they had rotation? But let's step this up a little bit. If you're watching us from Clark County, you live east Highway 511, Highway 18, Mississippi 18. Any of these areas here, right in this path here, we want you right now to go to your safe place. Take cover. Don't wait any longer. It's just not worth it. And hopefully There's nothing major going on there, but we're sending messages and seeing if we can get a confirmation on this right now from everyone.
Yeah, sent David a message, and maybe he'll get back to me and let me know something.
A lot of hard folks working this afternoon. Let's go back up to Tumsuba. Now, I'm sure, let me pull back our comments of everybody, the comments that they're making, watching us from Tumsuba. Thank y'all. A little rain up by 19, Dawn says.
Okay, I've got a confirmed report of visible rotation for Clark County, but nothing reported on the ground as of yet.
So somebody saw it in the air.
That's right. That's right. So,
Okay. Well, that tells us a little bit there. Enterprise, good. We've gotten several questions about the Enterprise area. How is that area? It's fine there. All right. Let's go back up, make sure we haven't gotten any more messages here that needed to be answered. And we do urge everybody to contact us. We appreciate you giving us comments. That lets us know what is going on in our community and all around. Jamie Lynn tells us that she's been hearing the sirens there in the Marion area tonight is all this. All right. Somebody asked about the Clarkdale Super. It's east of there is where it is right now. It's not at not there at the Clarkdale. It's just going to be further south of you as we look at this right there. Right here says Cooper's United Methodist Chapel. That's where the storm is. So Diane, Stanley, y'all take cover. I know y'all live about right there. That's where that is. Bradley, make your mama get to her safety point there. As we come out across here, even our friends at Shady Grove need to take this seriously. Also, right here at the Shiloh area, y'all are not out of the woods yet as we look at this. Not as heavy rain as we go to the northern end of this in the Snell area up by the volunteer fire department. Here is the center of what we're trying to watch and find out what is going on there.
has that Kemper storm, has it expired?
Kemper has expired. All that we have left is this little bitty area here in Lauderdale County. Now, let's back out, Ryan. Let's see what is going on statewide. Well,
I don't know what's going on statewide, but right here it is raining.
Yeah. Now, let's turn radar off. It depends on how this moves, if we'll be affected here, as we do show more storms here. This could move northeasterly quickly and run out of Mississippi before it gets to the Meridian area, which has the function to it, but it could stay north, a little bit more north. We don't want to discount it. Let's go here so you can see exactly all of our warnings that we've got. Hattiesburg has a tornado warning right there. And if you'll pay attention, that could possibly come later. That is a chance. We go down here to Pearl River, Picayune, in these areas here. We've got tornado warnings all in this area, back down to Louisiana. So this may not be over. This could ramble on like they originally said from the National Weather Service till 6 tonight.
If that's the case, you're going to be a zombie at 6:30 in the morning on your show.
Yeah. I'm going to ask for a fill-in. I'll see if you can fill in for me tomorrow.
So that's a no-go. These people want to see you.
Oh, now. All right.
I am getting a report of some structure damage in the Highway 19 South area, which makes sense. You got trees down. We know that a storm went across there. So if you're in that area, let us know what you see, what your conditions are.
All right. With that 25, we just talked about that, of where that storm was. We did mention that I-20 is back open. I've gotten several reports on that. Tornado warning will expire at 3 o'clock. 15 more minutes on Clark County, if I'm reading that correctly. You may have. Did you cover that? Did I?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm washing or hanging out, man.
There's a lot going on as we cover this. And again, if we've confused you, we certainly don't want to do that. We're trying to give it to you as quickly and accurately as we get the information this afternoon delivered to you so that you're safe. That's all that matters in the end. You're safe, and that's all that matters. Let's go back in. This is, do you remember, because this is not showing me for whatever reason, when the tornado warning expires here in eastern Lauderdale County? Do you know the Is it 3 on that as well? Take a look and see if you can find that back up there. Now we're showing
Should expire right about now.
about 245.
245, so it should be going off.
That would be why it's not showing there. I was just making sure. We do have Lauderdale County now out of a tornado warning. Damage reports all over. We show that Clark County is our concern. Lisman, Alabama. Y'all got a tornado warning. Let's read what this is here. This is Choctaw County. At 2:40, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 5 miles east of Sykes, 13 miles east of Quitman is what they're telling us on this. Producing a tornado in Clark County is what they're telling us. Woo.
Plenty going on.
Flying debris mixed with this. We've gotten several reports of that. Let's look at a road. Let's focus on this. And this was 3 o'clock, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah. I know
Lisman-
the Clark is at 3.
And then Alabama will carry theirs till about 3:30 this afternoon as we watch this. All right, let's look at our locations. Let's dive into this in Clark County and talk a little bit. This is now east of Shibuda. Folks, y'all are doing better now in Shibuda. We did have reports that right along in here, east of where the Archusa Water Park is, as we cut across Cooper's Chapel, that area right along in there, that there could have been some rotation. Now, rotation and touching down is two different things. You could see something in the air and it never come down, which is A-okay.
That's right. We want to look at it from afar.
Yes.
Fur piece, as they say.
Yes, sir. As we look at Alicia, did you say another tornado report in Clark County? No. This is what we've got is the eastern side. It's the same what we've had here in the last little bit. It will be expiring in 13 minutes is what we've got here as it makes its way toward Alabama Cromwell. Y'all be prepared. Y'all going to get a little bit of weather there at the volunteer fire department as it comes across. Now, as we come back over here, let's look at this. We're showing that Pelahatchie had some form of a tornado touchdown. Poultry houses destroyed in the open field over there. I don't know if you saw that or not.
That was actually in the Walters community of Rankin County. I spoke to a friend up that way, and so it was significant damage reported there. So
that is our confirmed what we're getting here in the Tumsuba area as we come down. Barely remaining here. Just a few more minutes on this, and we hope all of this expires before long. But look at Jones County and Hattiesburg of what has already been through there and now what is on top of them. It's a lot of it. If you're watching us south of Clark County, southwest of there, and who knows if this is going to track right up toward Clark County.
that's right. Petal firefighters have reported funnel clouds at least 2 different times there. So in the I don't know. I get those counties confused. I don't know if it's Forest or Lamar County that Petal's located in, but either way, they've seen their fair share of weather here today. So,
Nor, you're absolutely right. Lauderdale County has been canceled. We appreciate you putting that on there. Now, this box,
go to this right here.
Mississippi side in Clark County,
That's right.
it has shrunk somewhat.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, as we show this, let's get into these streets of what area. This is a small area in Clark County. Now, if you live anywhere around the Energy Church or over by the Snell Volunteer Fire Department, you're not clear yet. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be you.
This is Clark County Sheriff reporting possible touchdown around Manasseh Church, County Road 511, County Road 660 intersection. Reporting heavy tree damage and multiple roads blocked in that area.
Was that 660 or what was those road numbers again?
511 and 660 intersection.
Right there. This is where we're looking at possible damage there coming from Todd Kemp as we learn this.
No structural damage at this point.
Now, again, that area is now north of there. As we look at that, the storm, the watch box has been moved, but all right, let me answer Lima.
Okay.
Apparently, I think they've got some more damage, but they could not. They were going to send us some pictures. Had somebody going to send us some pictures, and they could not get them to work.
Okay.
We'll be back in touch with them.
National Weather Service is watching a sale out of Jones County that they may allow to allow a warning to develop off of. I don't know the exact location of it, but
I had several people bringing up they had family that had gone to Cooper's Chapel to take shelter there. That is in the clear now.
okay, great.
So if you're in that area, you can come out. It's due north of you. We still show Lisbon, Alabama in this as we follow along. Let's go back into this. Let's talk about our roads. We never finished that of Highway 18, County Road 430, that intersection right there as we come across here. And then we've also got this one, County Road 420. Pretty bad there. Major. All right. We got some. I got pictures now. Let me see if I can save this to show y'all what we've got here, and I'll get these up. This is damage from southeast, is what I'm going to show here in just a moment. That is what we're expecting. Pretty significant damage as I'm glancing at this. Let me go here, Ryan, and pull this up. There's better ways to do this, folks, but right now, best I got.
It'll work.
Yeah, it certainly will. Select. I'm selecting pictures, y'all.
So yeah, y'all hear these moments of quietness. We've got families also that are texting us wanting to know when they can exit their safe area or when they need to go in. So we're trying to get y'all the best information and keep our families taken care of as well.
Is that your brother-in-law?
Oh man, I ain't heard from him. He might be afraid I'm gonna ask for something for Christmas.
Oh, let's see here. Let me minimize that. Let me drag this back across. I didn't fix this a minute ago. I know this is, so to speak. All right, almost got it. Here we go. This is what we have. This is Highway 19 South at Leo McDonald Road. It's what we're looking at. Again, this is usually things work a lot better had we not gotten a hit by something earlier. But look at that. Look at the pine trees that are down the Mississippi Highway Patrol blocking the road there. We've got all types of volunteers on the scene, the fire department working to get that cleared up. Let's go across here and look. We got some more pictures. We got a fence destroyed there. Look at that, how it threw those trees into that. All right, we've got more. That's a total loss. Is that a camper? It is, isn't it?
Camper turned on its side.
Wow. And that's the backside of that building that has been struck.
All right. National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Clark until 4 p.m. And a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles southeast of Goodwater, or 10 miles northwest of Waynesboro, moving northeast at 35. I think we've had a storm in that very similar area because they gave Goodwater as the point of reference probably an hour or so ago. So
Yeah, it must be. As we turn this back on, let me refresh here and see what we can come up with. Got that one expiring at 3 o'clock, and you're saying we just got a new one there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to be coming most likely right out
Off
of
of
here.
off of that storm in Wayne
Yeah.
County, I believe.
And then moving through the area there. Yeah, that's our watch box there as that updates. Right there.
It may skip into Clark County as it is right now.
Yeah,
Does it grab the edge of it?
it does. Right there is what we've got, that eastern corner tornado warning. Goodwater community as we watch this. Let's see, I got another message.
Oh, wow, Davis, he went out there and checked that rain gauge. Almost 5 inches in Martin.
Whoa. Man, that's a lot of rain.
Pretty strong there.
So those of we watch this, 5 inches of rain. Whoa. All right, let me turn my Wayne County is still under that as well. All right. Let's back out here. Again, this is this area here that is shifted from this storm here. It may not last that entire length of what they've put on it. It could. We'll go by what the National Weather Service is telling us at this point as we watch it as it creeps through the county there. Let's pull back up our comments so we can see what everybody is looking at there. That's going to be southern. Somebody wanted to know where is Goodwater. That's going to be southern Clark County as we look here. Goodwater. A lot of comments coming in. We're looking around here just to see what all we have in these areas. Shady Grove, that area, still in a tornado warning area. We got just a little bit left on this one up here in the energy area. That's going to expire in 3 minutes. All right, we're studying this as we come across.
Lauderdale Dispatch is just reconfirming that warnings for Lauderdale County haven't all expired and are under watch until 8 p.m. So, which we knew, but we like to reconfirm as often as we can.
Absolutely. We see that Samantha talking about the Wyandotte area getting drenched. As we look at the Wilson Road out by Lost Gap, what they say 1.6 inches?
Yeah, S.L. Wilson down in Wyandotte.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Stonewall getting heavy rain as we start reading through these reports.
So I just saw a report. Want to know if the sirens are stuck on North Hills. Is that siren still sounding now? It shouldn't be.
Yeah, they should be off at this point. Yeah. Let's hope they have faded away and are gone there. All right. Let me see. I'm not going to be able to. Still going. All right. I was looking for something. I was thinking as I came across there. All right. Let's look at some roads. See what we've got here. As we pull up our locations. Out in Threedville, the rain is kind of following right along there at Threedville as we look at that. That's going to be County Road 511. And, of course, as we know, we had that damage earlier at the intersection there, 511, coming in from the Clark County Sheriff's Department. As you see there, this goes right up due east of Quitman. Right there is Archusa, and it's going to be just east of there and start at Highway 11, go right over. It kind of picks up there where the landfill is. Go southward, taking it in all these areas of Manassas, down through here. Carmichael community still involved in all of this. So we've got Shibuda once again now back under a tornado warning. The Dollar General area, as you've got a lot of heavy rain coming out of Wayne County northward there. Y'all see that? Now, it moves northeasterly right along the county line there, right up to Lauderdale County. Now, it's still raining heavy at Wyandotte, but not enough to fire off that tornado warning. It takes an easterly turn and runs into Alabama. As we see Lisbon and those areas, they're going to be affected by this storm. Right up here, right there is what we're talking about, where it moves out of Clark County right on into Alabama.
Oh, yeah. We got viewers over there, so they're maybe paying attention to what's happening behind us, kind of like we've been doing all day.
Absolutely. Debbie Boswell asking, is it all over? No, it's not. We're still under the gun here for a little while. All right. Bassett City is not doing anything there right now. We have some rain, but it's not under a warning as we look at that. As that's our warned area right here northeasterly. This is going to cut across. You look at the big picture across where Jay's Taxidermy is. It cuts straight up there, that eastern portion there. And what's prompting all this is this right here, as it comes out of here and makes its way. As you can tell, the National Weather Service thinks it will probably drift off to the northeast right through here. But again, it's Mother Nature. It could go a little bit further north.
Got a report for structural damage east of Quitman on County Road 670. I do have one structure that has been destroyed, so we wait for more information out of Clark County.
So a definite damage. Whew. I hate to hear that. Y'all pray for whoever's home this is. We assume that it's a home. I guess it could be a barn. We don't know the difference at this point. But whatever the case is, it's going to be a tragic loss to whoever owns whatever it is. We're certainly hoping there's no injuries involved with this.
We'll work on getting some pictures from that area if we can. So,
all right, we're showing that 58 minutes remaining on that. Is what we're pulling here. This is going to be this eastern side. Cromwell, right here at the Volunteer Fire Department, is kind of the ending of it here. As we look over here in Choctaw County, that's going to expire at 3:30. 27 minutes remaining on that storm. All right, we got a bunch. Let's just look at the state. We hadn't done that in a while of what we've got going on here. Let's close this and back up here. We got a lot of rain on this eastern side. We certainly hope that this is the end of it. Once this passes through, it dies down and moves on off. We don't want to wish it on anybody. I think we've had our fair share of bad weather this afternoon. When they brought up that this had moved from a 3 to a 4 in our area, they meant business. And is the term downhill since then. It's been rough. Now, Philadelphia, y'all are starting to see the rain move out of there. You got to go way over to Ford's store there on Highway 16 to get any rain. That's going to move east, follow Highway 16 right downtown DeKalb. You go north from there, and as you wind up there up Highway 39 and you head up northward from there, the rain's not slacking up just yet in those areas there. Kemper County, all the way out there to 17, where 16 and 17 meet at the Alabama line. A lot of rain, but we have no warnings there. That is the good news. For you folks who have kids at Mississippi State, the threat is over there. It's moved east of there. We see that Columbus Air Force Base still getting rain, but it's not bad. That's good news on that.
that's right. I'm looking in the comments. Everybody's talking about the sirens still sounding around Meridian. I think they are aware of them. Those are controlled remotely from Central Dispatch, and it seems there may be some sort of glitch in turning those off. So bear with them. They're busy anyways.
Absolutely. All right, the TV station Fox 30 is going to back to regular program as we watch this. We'll stay here and follow this tornado warning in Clark County. We now go back to regular programming on Fox 30 Meridian. All right, we should be clear from the TV station at this point as we're back here at YouTube and following it here on Facebook as well. Still a lot of people with us as we track this storm. Very important. Storms are important.
Does look like we have a significant timber down in Clark County around County Road 511 where that debris signature passed. It's a pretty significant insult to the pine population from what I'm understanding.
That's pretty rough, huh?
Pretty rough.
And let's see what we can follow here. This is Highway 511, and this would be somewhere right along, and here's where that damage was originally. Here's downtown. Quick, let's turn on the thing. That's what we're expecting. Right here, here's the intersection. We know there was damage there. There could possibly be more back to the west there toward town. Kewanee area, we just got rain there. It's all good there at this point. We hadn't had any reports of damage at Kewanee, have we?
We have not.
Okay. All right. As we track these storms, always more going on. Something new. We learn something new every few moments. Trying to find.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all hanging with us. We had to work through some difficulties early on, but I think we found our groove, and we're able to keep pumping out the information. And that's what we want to do, is keep you informed with the data that we're seeing. And also, it's a two-way street. We appreciate the information that y'all send back into us, but appreciate all of our followers on Facebook and YouTube, as well as all of our great sponsors that have kept us on the air all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank y'all so much. I think they're having coffee down at Jay's Taxidermy at this point. It goes right there where the train tracks are. If you've ever been to Jay's and know where the train tracks are, that's where this line is. As we watch this, the worst of weather in Clark County is going to be right up in that extreme northeastern corner of the county. This storm that probably, this is the remnants of what probably done the damage right here. It's exiting the county, so just a little heads up for our friends over on the Alabama side there. As we look at that, it's going to expire at 4. It could burn out before them as we look at this. But Snail is just to the east of you. Let's go in on this, Ryan. Right there. This is County Road 420. That's going to be County Road 467. Do you live in that area? As we come across, that's going to be the Mount Zion Cemetery. They're still under the gun in that area. This crosses that state line, and of course, Tim's Cemetery is going to be across the state line in the edge of Alabama there. The storm is picking on y'all as well. This goes over to Alabama 10. It will go northeast to there, just to the east of Cromwell, go up to the top of the county and go back west. We have a small, another storm that has been listed as we look down here, taking place south of York, Alabama. I'm thinking somebody from Illinois is trying to sell me some warranty.
Yeah, your warranty's expired. They know it.
Yeah, they're all over that. Yeah. You ever thought about selling that? I think you'd be good at it.
Maybe.
All right, we may have a little bit of good news here for Clark County. I think we just had the tornado expire, if I'm looking at this right, that this has expired in that northeast corner, which gives us, and we're going to watch this. We want to make sure that another one isn't fired off at Shibuda. It's going to be east of Shibuda, right there at the Clark County line, and this will run toward Bama.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What are you seeing there?
Nothing. That's just a repost of one we've already reported.
But as right now, we have no tornado warnings in Clark County. We have no tornado warnings in Lauderdale County. Wayne County is the only tornado warning that we have left on the Mississippi side that is right in this area. Now, York, Alabama, Sumter County, and then we also got one in Choctaw County, Alabama there that has fired off. And we expect this to go across there, and hopefully it will fizzle down in the next few moments. That's what we're hoping. Let's look at Meridian. Let's look at Kemper County. Let's go over our locations of what we know so far. We've got 2430 headed to the Hickory areas where they're headed to get some video footage. But again, Clark pretty big from what we're hearing.
See the question about Southeast Middle School. We have not heard anything about that, but a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado did go through that area. So that may be possible, but as far as us hearing that, any type of confirmation, we have not heard that.
All right, let's see here. All right, I was laying out a map for them to take where they could go. There we go. All right, let's go back over here. and look at our storms. Let's talk about rain for a minute as we watch this stuff die down. Again, we still watch Shibuda down there. Let's start at the top and work our way down. For our friends that are due north of us, Macon, Mississippi, as you get there to go Highway 14, if you take that left and go west toward Louisville, as you reach the county line, that's going to die down. Now, if you were to go east toward Pickensville, Alabama, Carrollton, Alabama, to the face in the courthouse window, that's not over for them yet. They're going to have some rain, but no warnings at this point. We go southward into Kemper County. Let's look at that all around Scuba. As you go up north past Presley's Bottom, you go past McDade's old store. It is raining ferociously there as you get up to Wahalak. You can either go right or left to take it to go downtown Wahalak to the railroad tracks, or go east and follow that back around over Benson. It's raining hard in both places. I know those areas extremely well. We go south from Scuba, Baca Valley. If you've ever been that way where the furniture store is out there to the left, and let me just show my age. As a kid, they made farm implements there.
You are showing your age.
That
There's
was-
a
that
new
was-
business going in. I passed through there yesterday.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm glad Kemper County is doing it.
That's right.
The mulch business didn't work out.
Did it not?
It did not.
Oh, man.
They loaded up their stuff and went back to Texas.
Bummer.
As we go west, we follow Highway 16. We go out past DeKalb. By the time you get right there past Cleveland, it's going to start lightening up a little bit. As you get to that county line, it is so much better. We see that at Philadelphia. We go down. Look at here what we've got. Let's look at Meridian. We do still have heavy rain as we look at the northwestern corner of Lauderdale County. Let's pull up this so y'all know where it's raining at your house. It's rough there. Here we go. All around here, Highway 494. We follow this as you go down through here. Al, you're still getting wet. Over to Piggly Wiggly, a lot of rain as you go kind of to the east there, and you go out on West Lauderdale Road to where the high school is. Far north toward Kemper, it's going to be a lot of rain there. We go east over here to Highway 39, John C. Stennis Drive, as we look at the entrance to NAS Meridian. Boy, it's still flooding there. But on the naval base itself, on the runways, it's quit raining. We go south. We go down by Northeast High School, Cotton Gin Road over to Highway 45. Still raining. And that's going to carry you all the way to the Bama state line. We get over here at Dalewood, south of Ralph's house, Ralph Morgan Rodeo. It's still raining there at Dalewood. If you're on that road there and you've got it's a winding little road anywhere around Dalewood. Wait a few minutes. This will pass. And we'll get back to normal. We go south toward Tomb Super, where we know we've had damage. We go back over to this area here. We've got a little bit of rain still happening there at Rainbow Lakes. We go east of downtown Meridian, out by the Agri Center. We still got a lot of rain there. We're going to see that east of Greg's out here, at right along here at Long Creek. Still a lot of rain there. We follow it out here to Highway 19. We get a little break there where the guys are cleaning up where the damage hit Highway 19 south.
Yeah, they're busy. They've got a lot to do down there. The Benville area sounds like they were hit really hard. So.
Yes.
And then down into Clark County, they've got their share of damage as well. So everything is kind of to be determined on what has happened here this afternoon, and
Absolutely.
hopefully we'll know more later.
All right. What we'll do is we're going to step back. We'll be back should this turn ugly again. We'll be on top of this to let you absolutely know everything that is going on. All right, I want to do a thank you to some of our sponsors as we go out. And I want to say thank you to them. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this. And again, we'll be back in just a little bit should this weather turn a little bit worse. Thanks for joining the broadcast.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with Serve by Joey.
The Neshoba County Co-op is your one-stop shop for all your camouflage and clothing needs. To stylish flannel shirts and those warm Carhartt jackets. Maybe it's a new set of pants you need or bib overalls. A large selection of t-shirts and the latest fashions and colors when it comes to scrubs. A big selection of kids' clothing and Carhartt with jackets and more. With John Deere toys and a whole lot more. If it's on Santa's list, it can be found at the Neshoba County Co-op, 338 West Main Street, Philadelphia.
When you gear up,
Build it your way at Hickory Pick and Sheds in Hickory. Take advantage of 10% off on sheds during the month of December. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all the way up to a 16 by 52, or they can build on-site up to a 16 by 60. Build it your way with a shed to home. Whether you're looking for a home, an office, a hunting cabin, a he shed, or a she shed. Protect your lawnmowers, ATVs, and four-wheelers with carports. They even offer enclosed garages. Build it your way at Hickory Pickin' Sheds.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: